Live from the Toad Hop Network studios.
In Hollywood, this is the ToadHopNetwork.com.
It is strongly addictive.
Radio worth watching.
Radio worth watching.
Cool as ice. Look at that. Just in there. Good transition. Ready to rock. The Schmoes Know podcast. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Christian Harloff.
And I am Mark Ellis.
You are.
And Christian, we had a good show last week.
Big show.
I was happy with it. We had a lot of the year reviewers. We had a great shoot.
A really great shoot. Holy crap balls.
One problem, one complaint that I'm hearing from last week's podcast and the you reviewers shoot.
Too much Ken Knapsack.
There was no fairer sex at all.
Oh.
There was nothing.
No.
There was no sexy women around at all, and I've had enough. I've had enough to hear with dudes.
Well, I don't think you're the only one. I think that we have made up for it.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Even though I can see them in studio, I'm going to play
so
along
you
and be like, what surprise do you have for me, wizard?
Well, look, this is a very monumental show for the Schmoes Know podcast. It is, if you think about it, because when we started this thing, it was you, I, and fucking Cheese with a karaoke mic. Cheese.
That's right. We came on right before FDR's Fireside Chats.
Yes, and we didn't have any co-hosts. Then our first female co-host was the great Catherine Reitman, who we loved and was on about 20 shows. Really great.
Girl with puppy.
And then in the summertime, we were blessed with the woman sitting next to me here, Katee Sackhoff, who's back in Schmoeville. Woo! And Katee is unlike us. She's working. So,
what's that like?
Yeah, so she has been out and about, and we were also blessed because the woman sitting next to her, we were lucky and we found Tiffany Smith back in the studio. So I have to tell Schmoeville that it's a sad and happy day. This is going to be Katie's last show with us. Yeah.
You can't just spring that on me, man.
I had to. Well, she's doing stuff, man. She's out filming movies and TV shows and shit.
Is that really more fun than sitting in a studio?
Maybe not.
Me and you.
With dudes.
Yeah.
No.
And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all that stuff. And we want to do, there's a couple things that I want, because we're going to talk to Tiffany about, she was away last week, and I want to get her opinions on what she thought of the show. And we'll talk to Katee about what she's been up to. But here's a couple things for Schmoeville. We are going to be doing a new segment that is the fan mail. And if you guys if you haven't asked any questions, you go to schmoespodcast@gmail.com and answer a question. Ken Knapsack will be doing all that work. And
you guys write in, and we will tell you our deepest, darkest secrets, things that we've hidden from everybody we know and love for years.
And there's one other thing. Right now, I'm posting on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/schmoesknow, I'm going to make a live chat discussion. So that thread that I'm putting on the Facebook page, I want you guys.
I think Katie's going on Facebook right now.
You told me to go to Facebook.
Oh, that's why you're a good co-host. You don't argue with me and tell me the silly things.
I want you guys to go to Facebook right now.
She told me her one piece of advice was to talk about penis the whole time.
I actually said, but
I can't say it. She did say that.
You'll be all right.
I downgraded it a step.
Fine.
You'll be all right.
Well,
Give it
that's
a
the other
couple
thing.
more
She's
shows.
going to have enough beer in you that you will be saying a lot that you didn't think you could say.
Where's the whiskey? There was some
I like
whiskey
that.
here
You
last
See, this is
week.
what happens when
I
you
know.
bring women into the studio. Look at them.
I know.
It's all about
It's a
phallic
girl's club.
references.
A
I don't
girl's
know
club.
what that huge purple thing is. That a cooler or the rabbit?
She
What
asked
is that
where
thing?
the whiskey was, and I.
Why are you
Oh,
so
my
red?
goodness.
You bring a girl in and you look at you. You're
Look at how
embarrassed.
red I know.
I
I'm
love
so
it.
hot.
You guys going to go to the bathroom and powder your noses
Going
together
through
every 20
fucking
minutes?
You should have
menopause
worn
in
the
here.
Schmoes No podcast shirt. You wouldn't have been. The audience is going bananas right now.
No,
Again, they
I'm-
love when you
guys,
do
I'm
this.
I'm dying. Like, I feel like I'm my mom. I'm going.
Notice there's not a
having
peep
hot
in this
flash.
studio.
No. You know, the interns, I've never seen them pay attention to the show this much.
Speaking of the interns,
They're both so quiet.
It's like they're looking at a museum.
Before we get into this show today,
Yeah.
I want to talk to the interns because there's some stuff going on.
Whoa.
There's some stuff that I think you need to know about.
Yeah, well, they're my interns.
Yes, I want Kenny to know, but I want your opinion on this first because
All
I wanted
right.
to talk about this on the air.
Yeah.
I want Shoesy Pants to come here first, and because I want to watch Shoesy, I want right here to stand in the back here. I want the audience to see your face as I talk to Josh the intern about this. Josh the intern, come here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm nervous for you.
Dude, I feel
I feel really bad.
You know
for
what I feel like? I feel like the assistant
you.
principal and the principal has got the two biggest
All right.
troublemakers in school, and he's about to whip them.
I'm not going to be the bad guy here. I just want to. I'm going to tell you the
Okay.
situation.
I'll be a bad cop.
That's fine. So here's the thing.
Where's the drugs?
So we have a channel called Schmo Plus.
Up his ass.
And thanks a lot, Katie. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
So this is Bash the interns, not me.
Sackhoff.
So we're
It's a Catholic school.
it's Catholic Schmoeville. All right. So we're gonna we have a channel called Schmo Plus.
Yeah.
And what we did for the fans is that we wanted to put a bunch of like behind the scenes stuff for everybody to see.
You can subscribe there right now. There's a lot of good stand-up and clips and all
arm
that
wrestling
stuff.
contest between Jeremy Johns.
Arm wrestling contest.
And it has almost 5,000 hits on that thing. And why? Because Shoesy Pants taped it, put it on the channel.
Thank you, sir.
I got a call from Bobby Finstock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's out of his mind? But
Yes, he is.
calls up and he says, "Hey, I got a lot of good stuff with Josh Intern. Where's all my stuff? I don't know. Where's all my stuff? I taped this with
Don't
Josh
look
Intern.
at the other intern, Josh. This is you.
I tape stuff with Josh Intern. I don't know. I see Josh with the camera all the time. I don't ever see anything from Josh Intern. I always see Shoesy Pants when I thought that Josh Intern was the main intern. And a Shoesy Pants is the guy.
I think I see what's going on here.
What do you think?
I hate to give a spoiler for something that Katie used to do, but Katie was a bad person on the show 24, and I think we found our mole in this show.
Yeah.
And his last name is the intern.
So why do you tape all this stuff and none of it? You're the director, editor.
Where's
guy.
the footage?
The only time you are now the Los Angeles Lakers, by the way. But now what I see as far as like editing and stuff goes, you're the editor, you're direct. You don't do anything except unless it's your top 10 list.
Okay, first of all, I have a camera.
Here's
but it's
the rebuttal.
mainly used for setup shots.
Okay.
We decided that all behind-the-scenes shots would be shot with either Ken or Joe's camera. I shot interviews with Stuckman, Johns, Finstock with Joe's camera.
Okay.
So Joe has all the footage, and I don't know. Why
But isn't
they
it
not
your
up?
job to say, hey, this is the stuff that I shot. I would like my stuff on Schmo Plus?
I guess I should have said something.
Okay,
I'm
so you're in
surprised
the
he
wrong.
had-
So you're in the wrong here.
I guess I should have
All right,
spoke
all right,
up.
so that's you.
I
Now-
thought Joe
now-
should have put it up.
Now, don't you smile because you're in trouble too. Get over here. Now, just when I thought,
I like the airing of the interns every year. This should be a new
I
segment.
can't even look them in the eye. I'm like, I feel so bad.
just when I thought that Josh the intern was going to play second fiddle, leave it to Shoesy Pants to screw up. Right before I get here today, okay? So I get a tweet, and I see this tweet, and it says, "Trying not to geek out when I meet at Katee Sackhoff today. I'm going to play it cool." But he tweeted her. So now she knows that my intern is going to geek out, so she calls me. And she says, should I be scared? Were you a little nervous?
I was like, who is
She says, who's Stinky Pants?
I was like,
She's like, did you do a
I was
background
like,
check?
who's this Schmoesy Pants guy?
Schmoesy Pants.
Does he know me? Like, do you know him, or is it going to be
Right.
outside the building? Like,
Scared.
he's going to like Tanya Harding me.
So then I said,
This is restrained Katie Sackhoff?
yeah, and then she said, I'm not going to come because I'm nervous. And I said, really, if that's okay, if you're really nervous, Shoesy Pants, then you don't have to go. And then she's like, no, I'll go because I'm a pro. But you almost lost Katee Sackhoff tonight.
I'm very sorry.
All right, go.
Man.
So I say,
You know, Christian, you talk about playing it cool in front of Katie. Nothing plays it cool like, I'm sorry.
so look at now.
Katie's face is
Get the
a
camera on
I'm
Josh the
red.
intern because Josh the intern feels like Lance Armstrong after the Teo story broke. Oh man. Anyway,
All right, look, if you guys promise to behave yourselves from now on, we'll give you each a bottle of Katie's own perfume, Classless Whore. How's that sound?
Speaking of which, let me see. Look, we actually have
Where's that
some
music? We're gonna
classless
need,
whore
like, we need some,
in
like,
studio.
Like Ralph Lauren
Here,
riding,
post it.
riding a horse, kissing the guys. Like, have you guys
Yeah.
seen that ad?
Cologne makes
Like,
your
where
life
he's
better.
Like, he's kissing the girl. They're both on horses,
Oh,
and he's
and
like,
they're riding next to
yeah,
him.
but
Like,
he's
how'd
like,
they do
he's
that?
like kissing
Yeah.
her fucking eyeball. I don't even know. This is like
Classless
Like,
Whore.
all of a
Lame
sudden,
Corona.
I love
there's
it.
like
Yeah.
a metal
I
drum
love
in the
it.
background. We're in the Caribbean. This is the
Can we do like the Brad Pitt version of your perfume commercial?
Could you imagine?
So look, hey Johnny. Apparently we don't have video or sound.
Day becomes night.
Oh, we do now. Okay. All right.
Night is.
Oh
my,
yeah. All right. By the way,
night
Katie.
is my enemy.
Katie, by the way.
Enemies are my friends.
We're not.
Guys, you're
we're-
missing
we're not even here.
poetry from
See, this is
Katie.
what they do. They gag. This is like a double
She's
date.
giving you her Brad Pitt
I'm giving
for
you
her
my
perfume,
fucking Brad
okay?
Pitt, and nobody wants
wow.
to know
Can-
classless for
can I-
Katee
can I-
Sackhoff.
can I tell you-
Get it at Marshall's and the Playboy store.
Hey, Shoesy Pants. Just
you
let
can
you know.
also get it at the 99-cent store.
That was totally. She didn't even know who you were. It's okay. It was just a joke.
It's okay,
All right.
Shoesy Man.
His poor-
He made me do it.
Man, Shoesy Man.
He made me do it.
I made me do it.
honestly
I did.
didn't say anything. But I'm such a good actor.
I think
All right. So, and Katie, also, I want to also introduce our new engineer. We have him right here, Mr. Johnny Ice.
Ice.
That's right. Johnny Ice is in. Leanne, the queen of Photoshop Schmoeville, last week did a great poster, and so did Matt Brown. Did a good one.
Johnny Ice already getting love in Schmoeville.
Some more. So anyway, all right, guys,
Wow.
we got a big show this week. It's a lot of fun to have everybody back. We're going to talk to Katee, see what she's been up to, and we have our buddy Pit Boss Kenny Knapsack giving the giving the news.
Is it time?
He looks so
Is it
cute.
news time?
News
Can we
time.
just talk about how
He looks
fancy
so
he looks?
Oh, you
sharp.
missed it after his news. Here we go.
He's either sharp or gay. With his little
Both.
purple shirt on.
You'll never know. I'm Ken Knapsack, and these are your Schmoes Know headlines. This is the director you're looking for. The internet imploded today when word leaked that J.J. Abrams and his glasses will be given the director reins of Star Wars Episode 7. The Wrap was the first to break the story, but Slash Film added that Lucasfilm boss lady Kathleen Kennedy has hired Abrams to direct the film based in part on repeated strong recommendations from Steven Spielberg. Abrams spent most of the winter denying that he was going to do the film, even after admitting that he was approached. He, of course, has the rebooted Star Trek franchise in his hands, but has in the past admitted to being a bigger Star Wars fan. No plot or casting info leaks yet, but let's all agree to start the rumor that Chris Pine has been cast as Fred Solo, Han's recovering alcoholic cousin. Michael Arndt is still set to write the film, and Disney is still trying to go old school with their Star Wars connections. Word is Drew Struzan, the man behind the classic posters for the original Star Wars films, as well as Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, and Harry Potter, has said in an interview with Fan Hatton that he's been contacted by the Mouse House to do the art for the upcoming Star Wars films. The artist claims he is trying to remain retired, but adds never say never, perhaps meaning he's just trying to figure out a cool way to draw Star Wars Episode 7 Jar Jar's Best Exotic Misa Bombad Hotel. Rumor mill, has the Batman reboot been pushed back? Web-based stories say yes, the movie will not be released until 2017 at the earliest, meaning Warner Brothers' 2015 Justice League film would be the first time we see the new Batman, because what better way to introduce about 6 or 7 main characters than in one ill-conceived movie? Break.com has released more footage from the upcoming G.I. Joe Retaliation starring The Rock, and if you like Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, reworked White Stripe songs, and ninjas fighting on the side of a mountain, then this clip is for you. Also, director John M. Chu categorically denied the popular rumor that the delay in the film's release had anything to do with re-editing or reworking more of Channing Tatum as Duke into the film, explaining, quote, "I'm not going to say what happens to Channing in the movie, but there wasn't any of that crazy stuff. We just ignored it," end quote. In this case, ignoring it means deciding not to kill off Duke and adding a full 10-minute strip scene in which Duke gives a flapping ding-a-ling show to some housewives inside of a tank. Yeah. The film is set for release whenever The Rock says so. And finally, the website Latino Review. The website Latino Review is reporting that Marvel's upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy could see comedy legends Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler added to the cast. No confirmation from those camps. James Gunn will be directing the movie about, and follow me on this, kind of hard, a futuristic team of superheroes guarding the galaxy from danger. This groundbreaking concept film shoots in the summer in London. In a related story, the website Aryan Nation Critics says the movie will suck because of miscegenation. I'm Ken Knapsack, and those were your Schmoes Know headlines.
Nice.
And Knapsack knocking it out of the park again.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell people too. I don't know if you've gotten. Some people are saying they don't have audio and video. Just reboot it. Reboot the ToadHopNetwork.com.
First thing you need to do is go to the Mac store and get a laptop computer.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So there's a lot of good stories. Dragon sound. Very nice. Bringing back the dragon sound.
That's how Katie and I communicate.
Nice.
Tiffany, one day we'll do the same.
No, you won't. Tiffany, did you have any thoughts before we get into the news on last week's show?
There was a lot of dude time. I called in and for 2 seconds had normal conversation, and then it was what? Let's hit on Tiffany over the phone.
Arrogance.
Time?
So how did you feel?
What's up with that?
What are your thoughts on Jeremy John's his game with you last week?
Before he found out about the elf tattoo and after, because that's really when it went downhill.
Wait, you have an elf tattoo?
I have a tattoo in Elvish. Yeah.
It's written in Elvish.
Oh, in Elvish.
Yeah.
There's not.
No, it's not.
Let's
she
not
has
talk
the
about
3
the actual
Keebler elves on
tattoo
her backside.
yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
You mean from the movie with like Tim Allen?
Oh, the guys that make EL fudges. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes the
The
Keebler elves.
Yeah. No,
The
it's
Keebler
written in
elves.
Elvish, and it
Yeah.
says, I forget what it
It
says.
says light in dark places.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm really serious about it, and as soon as that came up, he was like, "So yeah, I'm
do
gonna
it."
tweet you."
Oh.
We should
Let's
get
go on a
together and
date.
talk about
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Well, he's gonna
I'll
be-
show you my ring, bitch.
Oh. Talk about light and dark places.
I feel like
Aaron
that
Paul from
is
Breaking
a better
Bad is
pickup
doing.
line than what he was doing over the phone.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's. I'm trying to.
I just can't wait. I want a guy to be on a date with Tiffany, and I want him to ask what the tattoo means, because that's a first date kind of topic, right?
Yeah.
You say, hey, so what's your tattoo mean? Then you say it's Elvish for light and dark places. If you're a guy, Christian, do you make a joke? Do you try to make a crack? Or is it too early in the relationship to go
'cause-
that?
And honestly, I'd say I would like to put my light in your dark place. And I'm a girl.
Yeah, but you're a hot girl, so you can get away with that. If you're just a dude she met on like Match.com, it's a little bit
First of all, I
creepier.
just like that you're
Weird.
telling people that I am on Match.com. What's up with that?
Well, you have a tattoo
I
on
have an
Elvis.
Elvis tattoo, and you're like, you go
It's very
on
popular,
Match.com.
yeah.
Don't make fun of Match.com or CatholicMingle.com or whatever the fuck it is.
Christian Mingle, find God's match for you.
Because if God really wanted you to have a match, you'd have to go on the internet. That's what he totally had in mind.
Damn straight.
I'm just gonna let everybody do this.
Who's on the third tablet? Christian, we had some very important news today.
Yeah.
Do you want to get to it?
Yeah, let's. Well, listen. The one thing is this Marvel story that we talked about. This.
Let's get to the Marvel story.
Yeah, let's do it quick. There's movies that
Star
we do.
Wars.
We do a show on Machinima ETC.
It's a great show,
Thank
lauded,
you.
praised.
Thank you. I'm pretty good on it. The guy I'm with is whatever. But we have. It's called Movies with the Schmoes.
Try again.
And we did a story. This story, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Now the rumor that Kenny was talking about was Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey in this role, and the internet goes up in flames because they think Adam Sandler. They think, oh, Twister with your sister, and they think that right away, and automatically. Your flares go up, but they forget. Maybe they want to go to serious side. Maybe he could do the
anger
punch.
management.
Well,
Not anger management.
Punch Drunk
Drunk
Love,
Thank
yeah,
you.
right.
Spanglish.
But now,
Thank you.
now,
Jim
but
Carrey can pull
Jim
off
Carrey, we know, can do it.
dramatic
Yeah,
roles.
Jim Carrey's
Yeah.
amazing, yeah.
I would support Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey would be interesting, and because it's Kick-Ass, maybe. But I just don't want to see Jim Carrey, the Riddler.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that in a while. Here's
know,
the thing
I
is
know.
why I'm a little bit moving towards Team Sandler, just because Jim Carrey can do it. You're not sure about Sandler. Like, I actually want to see him pull this off, you know?
I do too. And not to mention the Riddler, that Batman, I think was the best Batman ever.
Whoa.
I do. Because I thought it was
wait a minute. Oh, no. Johnny Ice is leaving the building.
Hold the back the fuck up.
No.
Okay.
I think it's
That's a
amazing.
bold statement.
I think it was amazing to see Arnold Schwarzenegger
No.
sing.
That's not even the third one. That's the fourth one.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm
Batman
talking
and
about.
Robin.
It's the
You
same
said-
one.
That's not the Jim Carrey one.
It is.
No, it isn't.
No,
It's
they're
different.
two different ones, and actually, I'll give you this.
No, they're not.
I'll spot you this. Batman and Robin makes Batman Forever look like The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, it's like Batman and Robin is so much worse than even
The
Batman Forever.
Penguin.
Tiffany,
is in the
this
one.
is why what you don't know is I was fired
Because of choosing that movie as the best.
Oh no
Batman.
no because I don't know they were two different movies.
Yeah, it's true.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Oh,
Which
boy.
one was Uma Thurman in?
Uma Thurman is the
Was
one
she
that
the
you
one with Danny DeVito?
the one that you love. No, that's
I'm fucking kidding.
okay.
Okay, now look, we all know that there's comedians out there that are very talented, that can pull off a dramatic role. That's really nice. Can we please get to the sweet fruit of today with the story that everybody's dying to talk about?
I'm kind of disturbed here because some people are getting the video and the audio and some people aren't. So I'm trying to. It's weird.
It's
They're
an
getting
internet
tons
thing.
of I want to make sure everybody.
There's too many girls in this room.
Well, I
and
just
it's
wanna-
like
yeah, I
blown
know.
up the
The
internet.
I want to
estrogen
make
is
sure.
blocking.
It's very
Apparently, they have
true.
sound. If you don't have video, just keep trying to reboot it. That's all I can say. Let's get into this story.
Just go to
If you have sound,
CompuServe.net.
Tiffany just showed her tits and you missed it.
I
Yeah.
like that you said if you have sound.
Yeah.
Right?
Not
Well,
video.
because
Not
no,
video.
that's what I mean. They missed it. Sorry
If
if
you
you
have
only have
video,
sound.
it was Josh McCouga.
Speaking of which, the wild man enters the building. What's up, Josh? How are you, man? I like that we got the flask. Okay.
Wait, what is up with this? Last week I heard that you had whiskey here, and I was like, why do I just get beer?
Now you get whiskey.
Not only
Macuga.
that, you get the butt slap on the other side.
Butt slap. It smells like dude.
Does it really?
Well, it's because a dude had it. Who
Because
do
he
you want?
hides
Who do
it
you
under
want to
his
smell
armpit
like?
when he sneaks into concerts.
All right, guys, we got to get into this story because it's a huge story today. It's a big thing we need to talk about as far as J.J. Abrams was
Yay!
cast as the director of the new
cast.
Star.
He was cast as the director of Star Wars. He was hired to direct Star Wars Episode 7. I remember when this news was announced they were making a new Star Wars movie, everybody was like, what director do you want? Who'd be your dream guy? J.J. Abrams at the top of a lot of people's list, and I am fucking excited.
Yeah, me too.
I can tell that you're excited.
Now,
I
there's a
swore.
lot.
I actually
look
cursed.
like you're on cocaine.
I'm with with you. I share the excitement. I want to crush the negative stuff, the silly, stupid thing I can't stand. Lens flare, lens flare. Shut up with a lens flare. Who cares?
What is lens flare?
It's like J.J. Abrams has a staple thing.
You're definitely going to get lens
Who
flare.
cares about the lens flare? Are you going to get a good story that a fan of Star Wars is going to tell? Yes.
I'll take lens flare over midi-chlorians any day of the week.
Take the lens flare and jam it up your ass because I'm so sick. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And the thing is,
put your light in a dark blue.
That's the truth. But the thing is too, as far as
he does put his light in dark places.
Yeah,
hence the lens flare.
That's right. And well, and there's a lot of things that people were saying. There was something that came out today as far as like, well, how do you have the director of Star Trek direct Star Wars? Here's the thing. I'm not a Star Trek fan. I never have been. This one in 2009 that I saw, I loved. But why? Because I felt like it was directed by a Star Wars fan.
I'm on the same page. This ain't your daddy's Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's a totally new Star Trek, and I was on board with it for the first time in my storied nerd history. I like something that was Star Trek, and I could not be more over the moon about this. Ladies, your thoughts on J.J. Abrams directing Star Wars?
Well, I want to backtrack a little bit because apparently Ben Affleck was in the mix.
To direct?
To direct as
yeah,
well.
at one point,
there
were tons. Well,
but that one to me, I'm like, that's a bit of a shock.
6 Ewoks are being held hostage on Tatooine.
Yeah, it seems a little weird. I'm excited about J.J. Abrams. I just kind of feel like it is a lot to take on with these two huge franchises. I think fanboys are kind of freaking out, and me a little bit too, where it's like you have to keep everything really separate, and I'm worried that it's going to end up
looking the exact same,
being really similar.
Yeah, but again,
and if it's not similar, then I'm worried he's going to go the Disney route and make it like shiny happy times.
Let's go back to the similar point. Let's say it is similar. Did you forget about the Phantom Menace to Revenge of the Sith? Who cares if it's similar than your Star Trek? I'll take it.
I would rather have had Neil Blomkamp come in and do something totally different.
I was on the phone.
My vote.
I was on the phone with Mark Riley today, and that's exactly what I said. I said Blomkamp was my first choice, but it's J.J. Abrams, and the thing is too, he's gonna make good choices.
Yeah.
He's gonna get good actors into it. He's working with Michael Arndt. Yeah. We're gonna have a good core here. Now, one of the things though,
he's got muscle too, so I don't think it's gonna get too mouseified because he's J.J. Abrams. Yeah. That's a name. It's like you're not going to take a lot of the studio pressure.
I'm just worried that he's going to try and do something different than Star Trek, and it's darker, and so he's going to make it lighter. And then I'm like, it's like at Disneyland, we're going on a ride.
Okay, look, maybe
there's already
a
Star Wars right there, but whatever.
I always thought the original trilogy could have used more Goofy. You know, I think maybe throw some Goofy, maybe a Donald Duck in there. I have no problem with that.
It. Sorry, let me take a phone call.
Tinkerbell blowing her light up the dark hole.
All right, hey, you're on Porn Chat with Katee Sackhoff. Who do we got in Schmoeville?
Hey, guys. First, gotta say, love to have you back there, Katee. Though the Batman comment, really?
It was a joke.
You broke his
joke by a very drunken and talented actress.
There's some slack. She's in a white tank top, guys.
Reason why I am not a movie reviewer.
What do you got, dude?
I just gotta say, love the whole J.J. Abrams. It's what we've all been hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fear of Star Trek for Star Wars, but you know what? He's a fan. He's a fan at heart. I like that. He's got my vote for sure.
Okay, thank you for the call, dude. Yeah, I think for the most part we're in. Everyone's thinking we're happy that this is happening. It
could have been so much worse.
Yes, let's address the rumor. By the way, the fact that everyone was saying, the rumor of J.J. Abrams, and then he shot it down.
Mm-hmm.
Now the funny we talked about this
was back in November.
Yeah, and we talked about this last week with the whole Zack Snyder, and people were tweeting it. Oh no, his rep said no, so it means no. No. Until you see someone else directing it.
Yeah.
Then that's when we can say that rumor's not true. Don't believe the Joseph Gordon-Levitt thing just yet.
About saying no, though.
Of course.
He was like, I would rather be in the audience watching.
Because you don't want to screw up your shot. It's politics, man.
Yeah, whenever a rep says no, that means it's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
When I was in my room in high school, my mom would ask me, "Mark, are you not doubting yourself in there?" And my rep would say no, because I certainly was.
Yes, and I'm going to tweet everybody.
Were you?
Fuck yeah.
You're spanking the monkey.
Of course I was.
Hello.
I never wanted to answer that question more honestly.
All of you monkey spankers out there, if you guys want to actually watch the video, all you got to do is go to toadhop.com/live. So that is how a lot of people I think are going through the other. ToadHopNetwork.com/live. So I'm gonna go ahead.
I'll be gone in an hour. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So anyway, I'll post that on Twitter as well. But so yeah, it's a big day for Star Wars. I think that's huge. It's better. And look, there's a lot of directors that could have been cast that people would have been pissed off about.
Michael Bay.
Yeah. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
overall, I think we're in good shape here. I want to take another call from Schmoeville, get some thoughts. I know a lot of people want to chime in on this. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Hey, what's up? It's Tony Morrow.
What's up, Tony Morrow? What do you got, dude?
I'm here to talk about the J.J. Abrams story.
Yeah.
This is really exciting news because I'm a big Star Wars fan, just like you, Christian. Never really liked Star Trek just because it's always been kind of boring. But J.J. Abrams, I think he's going to do absolute justice to Star Wars. Thank fucking God. Because, George Lucas is... whatever.
Okay.
The guy that created Star Wars. That's actually who he is. George Lucas is the guy that is the reason why J.J. Abrams has a movie to direct.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, that's the truth. But
Lucas lives in Carpinteria, and I should punch him someday if I see him.
All right.
You probably shouldn't do that.
I if you like Star Wars, you have to like him,
and
even though he screwed up the last ones. It's like, okay.
I have bitched about him. Look, he ultimately did the right thing.
There would be no universe
he did
if he didn't exist.
He did the right thing. He sold it.
There would be no Battlestar Galactica without Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, just think of it. You're really going to go punch George Lucas? Think about all of the happiness he gave you as a child.
Don't say that out loud. You might, now there's intent.
Yeah, I know. We just now we're all going into court together,
right?
And we're putting it all in the interns. All right, thanks for being here, guys.
I want to tell all you guys that today, again, we'll do a little more J.J. Abrams stuff too, but we have a lot of cool stuff. We're going to give away a Ripped Apparel shirt today, again with a little trivia question. But speaking of trivia, how about this for fun? We're going to have Tiffany and Katee Sackhoff. Woo! Going against Ken Knapsack and the Stalker Shoesy Pants in a Battlestar Galactica trivia question.
Mud wrestling?
Contest.
Trivia contest. Just as good.
A little later. And we're also going to do a Star Wars board later on, so we're going to figure out what actors we think are going to be in it, have a little bit of on the table. A little bit on the way back from
fan mail.
And fan mail as well for Tiffany, Katee, myself, Mark Ellis, Schmoes No Podcast. Be back in a sec. What song is this? Oh, I know what this is. I wonder who can guess out there what song this is. Anyone know?
Ladies?
Theme to Rocky.
Close. Iron Man.
Oh, man.
When Rocky's fighting Martians.
Sorry, I'm starting to sweat. Dry erase boards have come out for this quiz. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, that's not for you.
I wrote all the answers on my
That's not for you.
legs.
That's our Star Wars thing. Okay, so
okay, good.
All right, so all you guys now, you guys know, if you're familiar with the Schmoes No Podcast, you know about Ripped Apparel. We Mark and I are always wearing the shirts. We love the shirts.
Yep.
Now Kenny is one of the only ones of the crew so far that has a Ripped Apparel shirt.
I ordered one.
That is no longer the case.
What?
Oh, man. The Abbey Road Hobbits.
Wait, can we just talk about that? So after the show, 2 weeks ago, I got home and I got a text message, and Christian's like,
"It's hot."
Christian's like, "I think that you should go online because I found the perfect shirt for you." And it is the perfect shirt for me.
It's great, and she'll wear it, and it's Ripped Apparel again. If you guys don't know, you go to Ripped Apparel. It's on. You go to the video on the bottom of the ToadHopNetwork.com.
Right across your tits, fans will love it.
Yeah, and the bottom of that.
Next week, guys. Next
yes,
week.
please. And the bottom of that, you just click on the Rip, the one design. You type in Schmoes in all lowercase, and you'll get $1 off. Really cool shirts. There's some great ones. I got Riley a great one too, a Master of the Universe one too.
Yeah, and they're only $10, and they go away forever. So if Christian didn't get that for Tiffany in that 24-hour period, Tiffany would never have the Hobbits and the Beatles. You know, the Hobbits are actually taller than the actual Beatles. So.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the British shaggy hair, though.
It's probably true. Okay, so let's do. I want to do a couple more things on the J.J. Abrams thing before we move into some other topics. But I want to bring in writer extraordinaire Mark Riley, our buddy. You can follow him.
McFactor.
That's right. You follow him at Riley Around. Mark Riley. So you have a whole bunch of facts on Star Wars and stuff that you wanted to bring up with J.J. And just certain questions that you had. I would love to hear some of the Obi-Wan stuff that you were talking about before. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on that.
Well, hi, Schmoeville. Here are my thoughts about Star Wars. One, J.J. Abrams sent me cupcakes once when I did Star Wars in 30. Is that
really?
Is that a fact?
Is that true?
It's very true. I did.
Did you eat the cupcakes or frame them?
You're about to get kicked off the thing. Come on.
All right. So some of the
Finstock? Come on. Man.
Some of the questions that we came up with are: who are some of the characters that are going to show up in Episode 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have our usual list of suspects here. We have Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. We have Han Solo, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, Billy D. is Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's not going to happen. I love him, but it's not going to happen.
Chewbacca. Come on, he's got to come back. Peter Mayhew.
Or another tall guy in a suit.
Or another tall guy in the suit. We got C-3PO, R2-D2. I mean, classic, right? We have Wedge Antilles.
Dennis Lawson.
Dennis Mark Ellis.
Thank
Dennis
you.
Lawson.
Not a lot to do with my life.
And, of course, Wicket the Warrior or Warwick Davis, who played the Ewok. So that's
Leprechaun.
That might be the original bunch of crew coming back. My question is, will Spectral, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and Anakin Skywalker make appearances in Episode 7?
If there's one thing to get Alec Guinness out of heaven and back onto a movie shoot, it's a Star Wars
movie. It's not going to be
movie.
Alec Guinness. It's going to be Ian McGregor.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you really think they're going to bring all the original cast members back?
That's going to be
absolutely not.
That's going to be part of the board. That's going to be part of the board later.
Absolutely not.
The rumor is that it's in the future,
Yeah.
a bunch of years, and
Yes.
that it's going to be around a female character. That's what I
Rumors.
I would love to
It's gonna be
see
his
a hot
daughter.
bounty
Sure,
hunter.
yeah.
Here's the big question I think right now is how much do you incorporate the prequels into these new Star Wars movies? Because everybody remember, the TV show Dallas? There was like a whole season of Dallas where they just wiped out that whole season because none of the fans liked it, and it all became a dream sequence. Remember, she wakes up at the end of the season,
that's
Patrick
right.
Duffy's in the shower.
Wait,
do you do that?
Wait, did you
I
just
have a-
reference Dallas?
I did.
He did. I have a signed picture from Patrick Duffy.
'Cause
with
I'm an
him
Iron
in
Man.
the shower.
In your shower? It's hanging in your shower?
Yeah, he's in my shower.
Good.
Me and Patrick Duffy.
That's where he works now.
Okay.
In my shower.
I appreciate
He put his light in my dog.
Ladies,
bed.
I appreciate you
I was
showing
about to
up.
say it, and I was like, no, she's going to say it.
If you guys want to go in the other room and make some macaroni art, that'd be great. Or you can listen to the point I'm trying to make because this is a
you have
very
a point?
serious thing.
Got it,
Yes.
got it.
Macaroni
How
Wow.
much do you put the prequels in the new movies? Because, like you said, everybody got pissed off when Hayden Christensen replaced the original guy that played Darth Vader at the end. They're like, fuck the prequels. We want to see the original guy. So how much of that do you incorporate in there? Do they even reference Darth Maul and all that shit? Or you just act like it never happened?
Yeah, well, why would you? It takes place 60 years later.
Yeah,
It's like
right,
you're
yeah.
gonna, you know what I mean? It's like so you got to pass. You don't have to.
Episode
reference it.
7
Right.
does?
Yeah, because episode 4 takes place like 30 years after episode 3.
Yeah.
So what's that?
Okay, it's just a
18
question.
years.
It's a question.
I think that they
and-
do it with none of it and start fresh.
No,
You don't
they
even
can't-
want
they
to
can't do
latch
that.
on
I
to
feel like
They
it's
can't
gonna
do
be
that.
like,
Not
you
like
know,
start fresh
Girl
without,
Meets
like-
World.
Here's my prediction.
They have like one or two characters come back.
You also got to
got
remember Michael Arndt and
I did throw it back to that.
Michael Arndt and J.J. Abrams are both classic trilogy fans.
Yeah.
You're gonna see. I don't care if it's for 20 seconds. You're gonna see Luke Skywalker pop in there. You're gonna see Harrison Ford.
course,
you're gonna
but
see them.
is
The
it-
main characters, no.
No, I agree with you 100%, and I didn't mean start over like original because I'm not insane. I meant start over and pretend like the other ones
The
didn't
prequels,
happen.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Those
yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah. You don't need.
That's what I meant.
Right. You don't.
They're
You don't
not
need
gonna
to.
reference
Yeah.
any of that stuff.
You don't. You don't need to. It's an out. Yeah.
Well, if the main rumor holds true, then that would be Mark Hamill would be the only returning original trilogy character, and he would play like the old Ben character.
Because Harrison Ford doesn't want to come back, or his
Well,
character's
Harrison
dead.
Ford has been said that
Has
he's
worked
not
since then.
not opposed to coming back, but if the rumor holds true that Mark Hamill is coming back,
What do Harrison Ford's reps say? Because that's
Yeah,
going
right?
to tell you
They
everything
say
you need to know.
no. They say absolutely not, which means he'll be in it.
Breaking news, everybody.
Did they say that? They said no.
No,
We're
we're
having
having
saying.
He's just said that he is not opposed, like what
Okay.
you're saying.
Let's have Josh McCouga weigh
There
in on
isn't
this.
really
Yeah.
a script yet.
He's already working around the clock.
Very well done.
Trying to save his family.
And yes, so I don't know. I mean, I want to take one more call from Schmoeville about this too. So call in at 323-622-8623. Weigh in about what you want to see in the next Star Wars, and we're going to do a whole big. We're going to do that's going to be a fun thing for the whole podcast crew. We're going to do a board of what actors we think are going to show up, who the composers are going to be, all that. We're going to do a big board and figure out. We're going to weigh in our votes. But before we do that, we're going to take a call from Schmoeville, and then we're going to play the Battlestar game.
Yeah.
So
you have the
You
best
guys,
teammate.
okay. First of all, I'm like, yes, I'm finally back. I'm so excited to be here. You guys are like, oh, we missed you.
Trivia.
And then they're like, we're gonna give you some trivia, which
stop.
you know I hate.
You are so full of it because if I would have told you a year ago that you're going to be doing Battlestar trivia with Katee Sackhoff, you're going to say no. I don't want to do that.
I mean, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna suck.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no,
you
it's
still.
totally
teammate,
fine.
hey.
I was drunk the whole time.
All right, hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Any of it.
Hey guys, it's Matt Brown.
Hey, Matt. What's up, dude? How are you?
I am doing good.
Good,
And
what's
if
up?
anyone who follows me on Twitter knows I am excited about this J.J. Abrams thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are. I mean, it doesn't. I would like to actually hear from somebody too after we talk to Matt that's not excited. I'd like to hear the points why. But Matt, why are you excited?
I mean, at first I was conflicted because I thought, Star Trek and Star Wars are like the two big sci-fi franchises ever, and they've always kind of been parallel, and it's always been an either or, and you couldn't be fans of both. But I feel like now this is a good thing.
Right.
Plus, he's just good for it. I mean, he obviously knows how to do sci-fi well, and not even Star Trek. Because you look at something like Super 8, which is full of all that sci-fi stuff, but still has a human heart, which the original trilogy had.
Yes.
But I can definitely see why people wouldn't be, and not just because of the lens flare crap. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
but
who cares?
You know, I definitely understand the people who are hesitant, who think that it might be too much like it, or he might not be able to, or he might get too fanboyish, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, thanks a lot, Matt. As always, a great call. Yeah, I understand it. I get that, but again, I just always have to say, Len, what Katie said too. It's better. It's going to be better than prequels.
It's a good point. Let's say this. Let's stop making art competitive. Let's not have Star Wars play Star Trek. Let's just all acknowledge that Star Wars is better and move on. I mean, can't we just
fuck your face? I was gonna say
mention number one.
My face.
Yeah,
in there.
fuck my face.
Yours?
No, she told me to go fuck my face. I have no distinct.
You're actually changing the name of the podcast to the Fuck My Face podcast.
It's true.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that you had to be a fan of either or. Like, I grew up loving movies in general and didn't realize that, like, I had to pick a team. Like, it wasn't like, it's like, I feel like I'm like on team, like Jolie or Aniston all over again, and you gotta pick a team.
Well, you know, it's always been like that, and you have to.
Really?
Yeah, you don't. I mean,
I had no idea.
Well, Tiffany, were you on a team?
Lord of the Rings versus Star Wars.
Right, that happened too after the trilogy.
Whatever, I picked Lord of the Rings.
That happened too? Why would that happen?
Yeah, it's because there's always the comparisons of
Yeah.
trilogies. It's always everyone
it's like
pits
when
everything. You know, everybody gets
You
everything.
had to always compete like superheroes against each other. It'd be like Superman versus Batman.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with trilogies. Or
Leanne's
big
working on a
series.
poster right now of Tiffany versus Katie. She's working on it right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, let's stop making all these sci-fi genres go head to head and play Battlestar Galactica competitive trivia.
I'm pretty sure
Let's
I'll
do
kick
it.
my ass.
All right, can we?
We're on the same team.
Johnny
Should be
Ice,
all right.
can we get our
It could
intro
be a
music?
lot worse.
Yeah, if you stop texting that booty call, whatever that gentleman's name is, get off the phone
right,
with him and play some
Here we go.
theme music.
That's not. No.
That is not Battlestar Galactica.
You are definitely not a
Wrong
Star Wars
sci-fi,
fan.
dude. Jesus
It's like watching
Christ.
C-3PO trying to fix a
Now,
hyperdrive.
here's how this is going to work.
We have questions?
Shoesy Pants, go over on Mark's side.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, this is the first question. Is this from
That's
Battlestar Galactica? I don't
All right,
know.
now here's how this goes. So now Mark Riley's going to come up here with me.
Stressed out.
Listen to this music.
Yeah,
like-
it's going to be.
I'm
We're going
like
to play it.
flop
We're just going to play
Cheers
the three.
to losing.
We're just going to play the three. There's going to be 3 questions here.
3 questions.
Yeah. The ladies are going to go first, and then you two renegades are going to go. Let's start. I'll ask the first question.
I have
Mark,
the first question. Which
You do.
actress in Battlestar Galactica fucked the most faces? Do we have that? Can we answer that
Katie's
question?
like, I know, but I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Like in reality?
Okay, now again.
All right, let's go. I'm going to go first here. All right, what happened? Where'd you go?
And this is Kenny. Let's reset the teams real quick. It is Tiffany Smith and Katee Sackhoff on Team Female versus.
You need a better name than that.
Okay, you guys are Team Starbuck. They're Team Coffee Bean. How about that?
Yeah, perfect. Or no, In and Out. Team In and Out.
Okay.
Look at the size of this guy.
Yeah. Look, can pack away some burgers.
I'm kidding. I was talking about Shoesy Pants. All right. Let's go to.
I love you in your purple shirt.
I make
So
some
let
fun
anybody
of
tell
ladies.
you that you're gay. Ever.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you're gay, which we're totally fine with that. And you should be able to get married because, like, we're totally cool.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right.
Talk about fucking face.
Good politically correct answer.
I am going to. Here's a question. Here's the first question. All right. In the episode Scar,
What the fuck was that?
the Galactica is repeatedly attacked by a Cylon raider. The Galactica's Viper pilots are determined to destroy this radar that they have given the nickname Scar. Which Viper pilot eventually destroys Scar? Your answer?
That was a long question. I going to point that.
Yeah, but listen. I love that Katie has no clue.
You guys both look like the special cousin on Family Feud. Remember where they just say something.
Me?
Team Starbucks answer is Starbucks.
That's so fucking wrong. I think it's Apollo.
And I just want to let the caller know that hang on the line. We'll get to you after the contest.
I know.
For the steal.
All right, for the.
I was
all right, wait, are
in
you
the
guys?
episode,
So
and
you
I
got?
don't
Do
remember.
you not know? Do you want to guess? Guess the character.
I said me.
No, you're wrong. All right, so
For the steal. Kenny and Joe decided to make out to see if they can get this next question right. Suck face, boys.
That would be Kat.
That is correct.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Right.
Katie. We might want to leave because
All
you
right,
might be
all right.
scared.
Now I'm
He's
going.
obsessed.
All right, we're gonna go back.
should've
Do you want to
known
answer?
that.
Do you want to
I should've
answer?
known that.
Because they're right there. So do you want me to
Go
do it?
ahead,
All right.
go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna back to the ladies. Commander Adama is the commander of the Galactica. What is Adama's first name?
It's Bill.
That is correct.
All right.
You would have had to leave the studio if you got that wrong. All right, now.
Could you imagine if
now-
I would have been like Mercutio?
Admiral.
Thank goodness.
Fucking
Famous
shit.
Admiral.
Animals? Are you ready? All right.
Adama, that
All
was
right.
the name, right?
President Rosalind decides that she needs this for these two animals. All right. President Rosalind decides that she needs an artifact from Caprica to help find the way to Earth. She sends Starbuck on a mission.
Come on, that's so easy.
Stop it. Without Adama's permission to retrieve it from a museum. What is the name of this artifact?
Sir, I'd like to submit the answer as
Yes?
Arrow of Athena.
That is incorrect.
That is
incorrect.
incorrect. Are you
That is
fucking
in-
kidding?
For the
The
steal.
answer?
It's called the Arrow of Apollo.
That is correct. That is correct. Oh, idiots. All right.
I think with our panic, we're still winning.
I love the fact that I'm like,
now-
are you fucking
I
kidding
would
me?
like to
I didn't
make.
know that I didn't kill
I want to
Scar.
make an anthropological point here, real quick. Observing these two different species, is that they seem pretty balanced. This is like a 50-50 contributor. Over here, we clearly see who the alpha dog was, and Joe is thinking about getting an electric collar on that dog because he barked way too early. He didn't even look at Joe before he answered.
He did it.
It's
But
true.
I will
Very
say,
true.
I have not chimed in at all. I'm just like,
Well, I think it's interesting too because
Which
we're
one?
over here whispering like we can hear each other through the fucking cans. Like,
Okay. All right. Here we go. So this is
we're still winning. And that's all that
this is
matters.
for you guys for the tie. All right. For the tie.
To tie the ladies.
In the episode titled Pegasus, the Galactica discovers that they are not the only Battlestar left after all. Who is the commander of the Battlestar Pegasus?
Sheriff. That would be Admiral Kane.
That is correct. That is correct. They're tied up.
Susie
Admiral
Pants
Kane.
comes up
now,
big.
Mark, do you want to go? You want to win by 2 here?
I think
Win by 2.
whoever gets the 3 first wins.
Well, that's okay.
I think whoever gets
All
the
right.
3
It's
first
2
wins.
All right.
to 2.
You want to do that one? All right. All right. So
I'll
you
give
got-
them one chance to tie. If they
Okay.
get this one right, I'll give them a chance to tie.
Okay.
all
So
right, that's
I like
good,
being the
that's
high
good.
arbiter.
you're the
I
rules.
like
You're the
that.
rules.
I like
All right,
that.
because
here-
I've seen 10 minutes of a Battlestar Galactica episode.
All right. I'll be
Right.
Chris.
This
I'll be
is
Chris
for
Harrison.
Game point.
That's fine.
This is game point, right?
All right.
No, because we
didn't
get-
you heard nothing he
tie.
just said. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here. All right. So who eventually kills the commander of the Pegasus?
Oh, Cobra Commander. That's easy.
That is incorrect.
Do you?
Just the first name.
Is this mine?
Yeah, you guys. It's just the first name.
Gina.
That is correct. Okay. All right. So you guys to tie.
Gina.
Now, if you do not get this right,
Guys, I just want you to know we have 3 points.
yeah, the ladies win. Is that
Team
one?
Starbuck is winning right now.
No, they
All
get
right.
a chance to tie.
This is game.
No, you
this
got
is
you
game
got.
point.
If they get it wrong, you guys win.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
if they get it right, then we go
Well-
to sudden death,
Yes.
and you guys have the first
But
place.
if they get it wrong, can we answer it right just for
It's
shits
just a
and
shit in their
giggles?
face.
Just to
yeah.
win
yeah.
twice.
All right, here,
Just to
here you
fuck
go.
your face.
Okay, here you go. What member of the Galactica crew was eventually promoted to commander and placed in command of the Pegasus?
Oh, now they're friends. Now they're consulting with each other.
That would be Lee Apollo Adama.
That is correct.
Look at you with the
Brother.
complete and total answer,
Yeah.
just in case you like whatever.
We're like Apollo.
That is a tie.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Ladies, do not miss this question, or else the boys can steal it
Yeah.
and win the whole shebang.
Okay. In the-
Tiffany
We've
Smith
already
pressure.
been here, and then
for
we
as much
got
as
it
Kate,
right.
as much as Katie was saying, "Oh, I'm going to be terrible," she's been carrying.
I gotta take my cans off. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't hear my brain.
Please,
All
let those cans
Let those
breathe,
cans
Katie.
fly. Let the cans
those
fly.
babies breathe.
All right. So, in order to win, all right, here we go. In the episode titled "Final Cut,"
Oh fuck my.
we meet reporter Deanna Beers. She is allowed access to the Galactica to shoot a documentary on the crew. What secret do we learn about her at the end of this episode?
Steve Sanders was on steroids.
I gotta take these off.
Don't
too,
cheat,
so I can
Kenny.
do the secret time.
Would you like to do the honors?
That she is in fact a Cylon.
That is correct.
Whoa, Tiffany Smith from way downtown.
Okay, all right, for you.
No, that's the game.
No.
I think it goes back and forth.
How many chances to tie do they get?
That's not fair. They just got them right. You guys they get a chance to tie.
Can we give them a question like the first one that we had?
And then they did, and now then it was sudden death. And the
I
first
think they
person
should
to
get
get
it
it
right.
I think we need buzzers, though.
I'm just going to ask this anyway to see if you would have gotten it. We'll give it to him. But all right, at the end of season 2, most of the human population moves to the planet of New Caprica. After a year, the Cylons arrive. What gave away the humans' location?
I'm going to guess one of the interns blabbed their mouth.
Yeah.
He posted a video on Schmo Plus.
Yeah.
That would be the nuclear explosion that destroys the Olympic
Shoozy
carrier.
Pants is no joke. It's tie. It would have been a tie, but because of Mark Ellis's rules.
Hey, you know what? If you want to go one more, round.
I kind of feel like
Here's
we
what we'll
need
do.
to have buzzers right now.
Okay,
That wasn't our question.
Everybody, the arbiter is speaking. Here's how we play. We're going to take Katie's name and we're going to take Ken's name, okay? So your name is your buzzer. So Christian's going to ask a question, and Katie or Tiffany can say Katie, and then you guys get to answer first.
So whoever
or
gets
Ken
okay,
or
got
Joe
it.
can
Why
say
can't we
Ken.
just make
Okay,
dragon
that's good.
pterodactyl
That's good. If you know,
noises?
that's we're
It's
playing.
You can make a dragon. We will accept the dragon or pterodactyl.
It's the rules for the game.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
rules for the game.
This is the last question.
Yes.
So the winner of this gets it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Wait.
Are you
Pause,
ready?
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
We have an impartial
No
judge.
pausing in
Just
trivia.
making sure.
All right, here we go.
I needed to make a team conversation.
Listen,
we needed to make a game plan.
Ruby was making a choice.
All right, Team Tits. Here we go. Ready?
God,
All right,
dang
here we
it.
go. Shush. All right. According to number 6, how many models of humanoid Cylons are there? Ken. Did you say Ken?
We have a Ken.
Katie!
Wait, did you say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are 12.
The
No,
correct
the
answer.
correct answer is 13.
The correct answer is 12.
There was the 13.
There are 12 models through episode 40.
What was the baby?
We have this is so wait a minute.
Ooh, there's a baby.
Was it-
Hang on. Recount.
Wasn't the baby
This is
half
an old
Cylon?
this is
Hold
this
on.
is an old
Hold
quiz.
on.
The correct
Broward
answer
County, Florida.
is 13.
Wait. The question was, what does number 6 say? She said there are 12.
That is correct.
No,
So
she
there
says
are
there are 13.
All right, we go to the
she
arbiter.
says there are 12.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Neither Al Gore nor George Bush is going to be
right.
president. We're going to Bill Clinton for
All right,
another
we're
4
done.
years.
We're done with. I just thought that was a lot of fun. Regardless, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. Katie
Art's
knew a
not
lot more
competitive.
than since she lied about.
Honestly.
You were great and you knew your shit.
Good game.
Not really.
Good
You want to
game.
know the question? The reason I didn't know the star answer? Good game, kid. What up?
Stop tweeting me.
The
You just
question
shook
was
Katie
because I
Sackhoff's
wasn't in
hand.
that shit.
Yeah.
didn't-
So why would you?
Right.
I don't read those scripts.
Yeah.
All right. Now
All
let-
I see is
all right,
bullshit,
now
bullshit
I,
in my line.
I have a caller. I
You
have,
just watch your episodes to make sure you look
I'm
good.
just kidding. I got the bullshit my line from Aaron Douglas.
I have a caller on the line. Caller, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Somebody cancel Christmas.
You know that line? I
my
believe.
God.
I believe we're talking to Bobby Finstock.
Oh wow.
Bobby, what's going on? How
I
are you,
want
man?
your beard
What's up,
beanie.
Schmoeville?
How are you, dude? So Bobby, what are your thoughts on J.J. Abrams?
Directing the new Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a pretty good job. I mean, I'm on the Ivory Coast right now, so I mean, I just heard about it. I'm on like a 12-hour time difference. So
Ellis is
I
great.
think they basically have the 3 best things out here. They have elephants, zebras, and saggy-titted black women.
All right, but listen. So real quick before.
I just.
All right, before we get into that, just real quick. So, a real thought on Star Wars and J.J. Abrams before I let you go.
I think he's going to do a really good job. I mean, it depends with the material. I mean, is Mark Hamill going to be in it again?
Well, that's a great question, Bobby. We're going to look forward to having you in on Oscar night too. By the way, so I got
Yeah.
Some of us will look forward to having you on Oscar night.
Fancy beard beanie?
Yeah, of course he is.
With like a bow tie and
yeah.
stuff?
All right, so we.
You know what?
He
I'll
brought
say,
up a point.
I'll say this. Congratulations, all our fans and our listeners, for tweeting how great that guy is, because he just set this show on fire for the last minute.
Well,
that was a really interesting
he's
phone
better
call.
in the studio. He's better. In
I
the studio.
like Bobby. He's a good guy. Can I make a point about
Yeah.
the game? I thought it was so nice that everybody, all the competitors, shook hands afterwards. That's what we need more of. And the ladies went to the hand sanitizer very quickly after they touched the hand.
I just poured whiskey on on my hands. It kills all the germs, right?
Just get that lava miner.
It does.
I thought it was a good fight. And guys, like I mentioned before too, on Facebook.com/schmoesknow, there's a thread that we started for the.
Katie's on Facebook. Check.
Good. You guys can discuss the show so far. Again, it says this will be the live chat for Schmoeville. You can talk to other people at Schmoeville, what you think of the show, and all that stuff too. So we'd love to hear your thoughts there. You can also tweet in at Schmoesknow. All right, let's talk to another member of Schmoeville, and we will get. I want to get into some more movie topics and stuff we should talk about. Hey,
it's
you're
a movie podcast.
It is.
We should probably do.
You're in
that.
Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Movies.
Hey, you got Matt Thomas wanting to chime in on the whole J.J. Abrams thing.
Sure, Matt. What do you got?
It just feels really surreal to the point where I can't even bring myself to be excited about it because, I'm not a Trekkie, but just I loved the 2009 Star Trek so much, and now it's like it's good that Abrams is doing Star Wars, but it's like I got to be the idiot sitting here just going, but what about Star Trek? You know what I mean?
I don't think he's. That's a good point. Thank you very much, Matt. I don't think that he's going to bail on Star Trek.
But he has set the Star Trek franchise right, and so with this movie, hopefully Into Darkness is good. If Into Darkness sucks, then holy shit, there's going to be a shit.
Really worried.
But if that movie's good, like we all hope and think it will be, because Chris Pine has beautiful blue eyes, if that one knocks it out of the park, then he can hand that franchise and those beautiful blue eyes off to somebody else and go do Star Wars. There's other guys capable of taking something like what Irvin Kershner or Richard Marquand did.
Absolutely.
You can do that.
It's a great point. You know what also the thing is, too, is what's cool about it, too, and I think one of the reasons you might have people fighting over it, if J.J. Abrams directs both Star Trek and Star Wars, you're going to combine the two fan bases now, because you can't. Because if you liked what J.J. Abrams did for, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the Hatfields and McCoys having Thanksgiving dinner together.
No, people will still hate it. They'll
just to hate it.
Still do it.
But you think even like some fans that respected what J.J. Abrams did,
you're always going to have people that say this is better. Even if you live in Los Angeles and you love basketball, you can love the Clippers and the Lakers, but you're going to have a favorite team.
And they're going to pick something where it's like it differentiates them, where it's like, oh, we really like Chris Pine, but we hate this person who got cast and stuff.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Who would hate Chris Pine, Tiffany?
It's true.
I do not hate Chris Pine.
I don't
You and me
hate
both,
Chris
sister.
Pine either, but somebody just told me he's a horrible actor.
No. Eric Turney at SC Football Coach says, I think the chemistry in that room tonight is awesome. So that means, Katie, you cannot go do movies anymore. You officially have to be here for every Thursday night.
I do. I won't lie. I do.
Katie's
like
gonna have to
having
get knocked up.
No.
Katie, can I ask your rep a very important
Shoozy
question?
Pants is available.
Hey, Rep Tiffany Smith, is it true that Katee Sackhoff is going to quit doing movies to join the Schmoesknow podcast permanently?
I would say no.
That means yes!
Which means
yes! You're a great PR person,
This
Tiff.
is a lot of fun so far. So we're going to be, when we get back, again, going back into the J.J. Abrams stuff and the Star Wars news, what we're going to do, and we want Schmoeville to help out with this as well, we're going to do like a whole board as far as who we think is going to be cast in the movie, who we think is going to do the music and all that type of stuff.
And it's a dry erase board, so you know it's permanent.
Yeah. So again, comment on Facebook and on Twitter on that for Katee Sackhoff.
And every time I meet JJ, he really pays attention to me.
That's good.
And Bobby Finstock, while you're on the Ivory Coast, get me a
So
dream
he'll
catcher,
care.
please. I hear they make him good over there.
All right. So Tiffany Smith, Mark Ellis, Schmoesknow Podcast, Christian Harloff. See you in a bit.
When he
No, what's this one? I always forget. We're on right now. Yeah, we're doing it at the end. No, what's? Oh, who knows this? Put this on. Who knows what this song is?
Oh my God, it's like
I want to see. No.
no. It's
Look at you.
It's not.
It's
Fuck,
not.
it's like Braveheart or some shit
No.
like that, or like Patriot or something.
Does the movie have Falcor in it?
No. Tiffany was close. It was The Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Yeah. Well, you can say it now because I said you were close.
Stop! No.
All right, stop
I'm
it.
like
You
Lord
lost.
of the Rings
Stop.
on
You
the
lost.
same-
Stop.
You haven't
You know
seen.
what?
You don't know that on the level of the
take your-
first.
Like,
take-
shut up with your elfin writing on your hands.
That's right. Enough with the height writing on the hands. Okay. Before
You
we
tried
get.
to quiz me and I got it. And two answers, okay? 2 guesses and I got it.
You got? Did you?
true.
Do you think you would have beaten Kenny and Schmoeville Pants had you not had Starbuck to your right?
Hey. No, easy, because you know what we achieved with that game?
What?
Is that now Tiffany, I saw the Eye of the Tiger come out.
She
She's
did.
competitive.
She did.
We have her in any
That's the
trivia
thing.
game.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I am not competitive, but I don't like to lose.
So you're competitive.
She's going to start timing herself at home with like a little
just
buzzer.
defined what
all
that
the time.
means.
I think next week, I think I know what the game is.
No.
Me versus Tiffany Van Halen trivia. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know that. All right. So
Too far.
Okay. Now, before we get into this, we're going to get into this Schmoes No
We should have brought
board.
Scott in. He would have killed you at that.
Van Halen?
Van
I don't-
Halen
no.
trivia.
Bring it, Scotty.
There's
Who's
no
Scott?
Our fiance.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, that guy.
I got a score to settle with that guy. He can fuck my face.
I don't think
What?
Mark has
What?
ever
No,
done
I
that.
take it back.
Oh, no.
I take it back.
Leanne's making a poster of that right now.
I want a mulligan.
Oh, my God.
J.J. Abrams, talk about J.J. Abrams.
All right, listen, before we get into all that, Katie, you have not been around to hear us talk about Movie Pass, and you actually might really like this, too. This is we're going to use it tomorrow. We have to. So
I'm using it tonight.
Movie Pass, what it is, you can see, it's $30 for the month, and you
Did
can...
just burp?
You can burp in the theater while you use Movie Pass.
It was a baby one.
It
Check
was
that
a
out.
tiny one.
Movie
Check
Pass.
that out.
So
Look at that baby.
Movie Pass, what does that
well,
do?
you can, $30 for a month. You can see 30 movies a month if you wanted to. So really, it's for $30, and it's
For
like
$30.
Swipe it at
Yeah.
the kiosk. You can see one movie a day, free of charge. You just swipe it like
Hide
you're
your
swiping
card.
a credit card. The kiosk prints the ticket out. It doesn't
Yep.
give you any guff. You get your popcorn, your
You walk-
jujubes. You get into
So
the
even
theater.
if you only see 2 movies a month, you
it
just
pretty much
save
pays
money.
for itself. Yeah.
It's
That's
really,
amazing.
It's really great. It's a good service.
You don't have to
and if
sneak
you
into
click
movies
again,
anymore.
click on the Movie Pass link on the Toad Hop Network for our Schmoes page, and you guys will get a little bit of a discount as
Are
well.
there any restrictions on it?
3D? It doesn't do 3D.
Doesn't do 3D,
Yeah.
which
Does
is
it do
understandable.
IMAX?
Does it
Yeah.
do the movies with the food in it and the alcohol?
Oh, you know what? I don't know about that. I know what
Okay.
you're talking
What you
about.
do
All
is
right.
you
Does it do
download.
prime time?
It's very easy
Yes.
to use because you download an app and it shows you all the theaters in your area. And there's I live in LA, so I won the
Right.
lottery. But there's a bunch of theaters around that it takes, and it's very convenient to use. And you can still sneak into other movies that day if you want to. Tiffany.
Right, so you
We're
can
not promoting sneaking into movies.
and
Yeah,
don't
but we're going
don't
to.
pirate shit either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, if you're considering buying Movie Pass, I will tell you that it is it's worth it because
Damn
again
right.
we're using it, especially, and again for a lot of people who are listening who are starting movie reviews and they're like, oh, I spent so much money going to see movies. This is your solution, I promise you. Anyway, that being said, we are going to we're going to lose Katie in about 10 to 15 minutes here. So I wanted to.
Movie Pass.
That's right.
Just in case you can't hear.
Just in case you can't hear. So we are going to do a little bit of a board, and we need Schmoeville's help as well. Again, tweet in at Schmoes Go to the Facebook page, call in. We are going to do a board. So everybody, everyone in the Schmoes podcast crew, Johnny Ice included, is going to put we're gonna Mark Riley. How are you guys doing? How's everything going?
I'm telling you.
How's your show?
We were just talking about girl stuff because she
Good.
just put perfume on her hand, lotion on her hands. That smelled really good.
It totally
Good.
smelled good, and you can't then put 2 girls right next to each other.
No, it's good.
You're
You know-
like,
no.
oh my god, what is that lip gloss?
You're right.
Oh my god,
There's
that's
no,
amazing.
there's absolutely no reason to do that during the break.
Yeah.
No way.
Christian, is your daughter available to start coming into the podcast?
Seriously,
You may
I don't
lend a
know.
sense of maturity that we don't
now
have.
with
Does
these-
she drink beer?
Now with these filth mouths. All right, so let's get
She's
let-
gonna go to school her first day and be like, fuck your face.
First day. It's gonna be tomorrow. The first word. Asshole face. All right. So Mark Riley, our Star Wars aficionado here, is going to put on a bunch of actors' names down the side here. Can we get a? Can you see the intern? Okay. So
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Riley's going to write down the names on kind of down the side here and of actors' names, and then he's going to also put 2 composers as well. Then all of our names will go up top.
Okay.
And then we will say whether yes, we think that person will be in the movie.
Okay.
And then and then no.
Or
and
no,
then we'll
yeah.
have, and
I
then
thought we got to name.
I thought we got to name people.
we can
yeah.
name some too if you want
I
to name
think
some.
that
Sure.
Jennifer Lawrence is going to get cast.
We want to throw
Oh,
Jennifer
God,
Lawrence's.
I'm so tired.
Throw
of her.
Jennifer Lawrence's name in there.
Also,
I'm so tired.
Katie Sackhoff.
Thank you.
Katie
Oh,
Sackhoff.
yeah.
Throw Katie
How about
Sackhoff's
that?
name in there.
Only because I'm 10 years older
Throw
than
in
her.
I'm her PR rep
Michael
/manager right now.
Michael Fassbender. No
Yes,
penis lightsaber
because he
jokes.
has a massive
No,
penis.
too late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Bear McCreary out there, who
For
did
the composer,
music, yeah.
okay. Who does
From Battlestar. He's
and also does
fucking
Walking
brilliant.
Dead.
Yes,
yeah.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
All
Walking
right.
Dead is one of the best shows.
Ken Knapsack.
I'm going to throw in Chloe Grace Moretz as maybe a young Skywalker.
Ooh, I
That's a
like
good
that.
one.
I like that. I like that.
Josh?
Is Jessica Tandy still alive?
Schmoeville, tweet in some actors and Facebook some actors and composers.
Josh McCougar.
I personally don't want anybody that's been in
Star Trek or any of like the major superhero movies.
I agree.
Because I think that kind of
unknowns. You want some more
I want some
unknown-ish.
which is why I don't think Jennifer Lawrence is. And she was terrible on Saturday Night Live, like brutal.
Oh,
I didn't
but
see that.
okay,
Yeah.
so Star Wars is
It's
a
not a
fighting
comedy,
movie.
though, but
No, but I'm just
I know what you're
saying.
saying.
Right, but
Like
she
she's
thinks she's a
already the face
comedian.
of Hunger Games. It's like when they went.
Yeah.
And they put
But she is
what's
a
his
good
name? He was in
actress.
Fantastic Four, Chris Evans, and then they made him Captain America.
Yeah.
He's already a superhero, even though
Yeah,
Fantastic
but I
Four
didn't
blew.
bother with Chris Evans
I got
because
one.
he's really
I
fucking
got
hot.
one.
Yeah.
I got one.
What do you
It's
got?
not
Who you got?
often I get a nugget worth mentioning,
Who?
but the gentleman from Chronicle, Dane DeHaan.
Oh, it's a
I
good
think
one.
he could play a
It's
good
one.
or a bad
He should.
Jedi.
He should have. I wish he was around 10
Anakin
years ago. Should have been.
Skywalker.
I'm
Anakin.
kind of curious
Yeah.
to see if he's going to cast people from Revolution.
Interesting.
If he's gonna be like, hey, here's my
Jeremy
actor.
Renner is thrown out there.
No.
No, not
You
Jeremy
gotta put
Renner.
Nathan
Wait,
Fillion.
wait, we're gonna don't scream
Yeah.
out no or yes yet. We're gonna wait until
If
you can
Nathan
say
Fillion's
no.
in it, I'm in it.
All right, listen, Michael,
Only because we've done movies
Nathan
together. I love
Fillion,
him.
Nathan Fillion, Michael Giacchino for music.
Who's that?
Michael Giacchino does all of J.J.
Oh,
Abrams'
got it.
music.
Ken Knapsack.
I'm going to say John Noble from Fringe and Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Stewart of Gondor.
Okay.
Can we add Howard Shore on there for music? Composer?
Yeah, go ahead and throw Howard Shore up there. Yeah,
Howard
throw his
Shore.
name up there. Are we getting tweets from Schmoeville? or
Yeah,
are
we got a
getting,
bunch. We got Jeremy Renner. We got Michael Cera. No way.
No.
Andrew Garfield. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy.
Hardy's awesome.
You got to consider it.
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, Tom Hardy's been played out as well in this arena.
Well,
you know,
not,
it's
not
like
in this arena. No, in fantasy,
He
he's
hasn't
never
really
done
done
fantasy
any
yet.
sci-fi.
All right,
Oh, I'm
I've
sorry,
never-
that's in my
all right,
dreams.
So,
I'm sorry.
all right, so we have composers.
The last third of Dark Knight
He
was a
was on
fantasy.
Battlestar.
Do we have John
Last
Williams in
Night
there?
What?
John
Steve
Williams in there?
Perry as composer.
All right,
Steve Perry?
Mark Duplass, Viggo Mortensen, and Pee Wee Herman. Oh no, that was actually a suggestion. Mark Duplass and Viggo Mortensen.
Paul Rubens.
That's it. That is the last. And you know, one last one. I'll give it to Tony Morrow because this is actually a good suggestion. Carl Urban.
I fucking love Carl Urban.
Yeah, and he was in
With that
Star Trek.
passion.
And he was good in
And
Dread.
I read it.
really
That's it.
don't think that anyone who's in Star Trek is going to be in Star Trek.
I don't think
I
they
disagree.
should. I don't think they should be
that
allowed.
they should.
I don't think they should
All
be
right, all
allowed
right.
to
So
be.
here we go. So
Oh,
next-
I got
all
one
right.
more name. I got one more name.
What?
I got to do it. Remember, who was the one guy that was good in Red Tails? Remember him?
Oh yeah, that guy was good. And he was also he was in Arbitrage too.
And he was in Arbitrage.
Shit.
Yeah, he's really good, and his
shit.
name's not Richard Gere, but Richard Gere would be happy to see you on
Shit.
Endor.
I don't remember.
There's somebody tweet us in. We'll figure that one out.
right, okay.
It's a posture. We'll add it on the
I
board.
just have to say, we need to throw some more ladies on there.
Yeah, there's no ladies on
There's
there.
no ladies.
There's 2 girls.
Jessica Chastain.
Very good.
Yeah.
Who? Jessica Chastain, Katee Sackhoff.
Katie,
Schmoeville.
easy.
Schmoeville needs some more
You
women.
could dye your hair red and be a ginger.
There's a
Carl
lot of
Weathers.
horror movies out there, Katie.
Oh, dude, how about Idris Elba? Good one.
Yeah, I gotta put
that,
Idris
that
Elba.
came in from Joseph Hemmings.
That brought Katie back.
He's
For the ladies,
amazing.
how about a J.J.
Katie.
Abrams favorite, Carrie Russell, Felicity?
That's
Jessica
the one. Throw it
Alba.
in there. Alba, my
Harry
balls.
Russell.
I'm
all right.
just saying.
Okay, so
I'm looking for someone that actually
Abrams.
has that like.
we need. Oh, here's one. Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt's very good. I'm gonna
Connor
add,
Brown.
I'm gonna,
Wait. Who's the girl, the one that kind of looks like Emily Blunt that was in James Bond?
Nate Parker
No.
is the guy from Arbitrage. Nate
Oh,
Parker.
you mean Rachel?
Amy Adams.
Lucy Lawless.
Amy Adams is great, but she's not right for the movie.
Yeah.
or the franchise.
Callie Critic.
I have-
your alumni, Lucy Lawless.
No, she's
I have 2 ladies to point out. Write
Okay.
down both of the Fannings. Elle Fanning was in Super 8, dude. He likes her.
I know. It's a
Yeah,
good
it's
point.
true.
It's a good
Yeah.
point. Oh,
Don't
here's-
give the
Can I
girls
just
crap
put
for poo-pooing ideas. and then
Dakota
you suck.
was in
You're right.
Twilight.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I did it out loud. I did it out loud.
Dakota Fanning was in Twilight.
She was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
All right,
think
so-
of some girls that actually have that kind of
Hey,
like.
put Taylor
statuesque,
Lautner on there
like,
for fun.
No,
ability
don't
to
do
it.
that. It's just gonna get nose
what,
across the
girls?
board.
That like statuesque.
All right, here's
Ava
one more
Green.
one more
Ava
guy.
Green.
Ava Green.
Jessica Chastain doesn't have a
That's
statue.
what I
Put
was
Ava,
thinking
Ava
of.
Green and one more guy,
She's an
which I
amazing
can like.
actress.
I can see him playing a Jedi, and this is also from Craig
I've seen
Williams.
her too much.
Says
Go away.
Joel Edgerton is
Got
another
movie
great.
coming out right now.
She's going to beat the Oscars. She might be holding a statue
What
of
was
the
he in?
Oscars.
I'm sure she will be.
Oh, he was already in. It's true.
Oh.
That's true. He was Uncle Owen. That's true.
She was good in Mama, too.
That's true. Yeah, take him off.
You really say anything good
know what
about
though?
Mama?
All right, here we
like
go.
someone
Anything?
like wait, would someone like Famke Johnson though? Like someone who's got that like statuesque like beauty, but also looks a little weird. 'cause
Stuff.
they're
I'm gonna
so
check. I'm
beautiful.
checking
Ava
Facebook
Green.
to see what people
Yeah,
are saying on
Ava Green
Facebook.
works.
Hold
And
on.
under music, put Journey. Steve Perry or not. I don't care who the lead singer is. Yeah,
All right,
Steve
so
Perry. Journey.
now make the board. Now make the board, and now we're gonna put our names and say like who we think yes, who we say no. Then keep that board, and then we're gonna as these casting rumors come in, as casting confirmation, we'll see if
As reps start denying stuff, we'll check off.
We'll be like, that means
Now,
yes.
what do we win? What is the winner? What is the most? The person who gets the most? What do they win?
The winner gets to use
say
my
something
movie
silly.
pass to go see whatever they want.
Dinner. There, like a big schmoes dinner.
Which would be at Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, a big schmoes dinner, and the person gets to pick whatever restaurant. Even if you lose, you have to eat sushi. If you don't, you got it. Yeah.
This is
Hey, can I just say someone we should have put in there?
Yeah.
That a fan just tweeted?
What?
Peter Dinklage.
That's a great guess.
The
Put Peter
wild
Dinklage
card,
in there.
You know?
Put Peter Dinklage in there. That's great.
So is
an
this
awesome
is this gonna be
idea.
like a fantasy draft where we each draft our starter and our backups?
There's Emma Stone, Uma Thurman, Anne Hathaway, Amy Adams, Mia Wachowski. Great stuff here coming in.
More beer for Sack.
You want something?
If Anne Hathaway's in this movie, I'm not watching movies ever again.
Get out of here. Get out of here. All right.
What if she wants to sing one song?
All right. So here's how this is going to work. So we're going to.
You're right there.
We are going to ask each person around the board.
We'll go around the horn.
Each person, if you think, like, you'll go down, like, so we'll say, blah, blah, blah. If you think this person will be in there. And I'll say, you say yes, say no, and then
Can
around
we
the board.
add two more girls to this?
Yeah,
Who?
put Lena Headley on the
Lena
Lena
Headley.
Headley, it's a good one.
And then,
Now, the question is,
I'm really out of room.
All right, this is it. So that's
Whoa,
it. Riley is angry.
Mr.
Riley is
Riley.
angry. Follow Riley on Twitter just because he's Riley. This is at Riley around ReillyArround.
No way.
What do you
Katie's
mean?
staying on it. She's trying to say take me off
take
the
me off
list.
and put Lena Headley on there.
No, you stay on there. You stop it. What's that?
She's denying that she's going to be in it. I mean, she's going to be in it.
No, yeah, exactly. I want Katie on there because I want this to be a push. And you know what? By the way, if J.J. Abrams, we haven't done Tweet a Celebrity today. And
J.J. Abrams' Twitter feed you ain't gonna make a dent in that.
That's true.
thing.
That's true. J.J.
He's
Abrams
probably getting a few tweets today.
Does Michael Giacchino have a tweet? He does.
Who's Michael Giacchino?
He does all the music. You've asked me this 5 minutes ago. He does all the music for J.J.
I told you I'm tired.
I like that.
Well,
that.
don't tweet that. I want John Williams to do it.
I do too.
You want somebody to
Can we
get in
add
touch with
Amelia
J.J. Abrams?
Clark?
My point was to say, hey, come on the Schmoes Know podcast.
I don't want the guy on the show.
You want to get John Williams? You think John Williams is going to come in here?
Yeah.
All right, why not? All right.
Mother of Dragons.
I want Court.
Yeah.
I want Court
Add the
McCallum
Mother
to
of
tell his
Dragons
story.
on
All right,
there.
here we go. Okay.
Wait, can we
he
add
had-
one
he
more
had
girl?
tons of
One
room.
more girl.
So-
You're a liar.
Amelia
Okay, we're gonna
Clark.
give Tiffany Smith one more girl. Who do you have?
Amelia Clark, Daenerys Targaryen.
Mia Clark.
All right.
Amelia.
Amelia Clark.
How about Bryan Cranston as a villain coming in from
Amelia
Noah
Clark's amazing.
Valverde?
Amelia
She
Clark.
plays
Can we put that on the
Daenerys
bottom?
Targaryen.
She's the mother
Amelia
of dragons.
Clark.
Did you hear that? Bryan Cranston as a villain from Green Arc Review says that. You see him? How many midichlorians do you have? It's more like Batman, yeah. My name is Walter Jedi.
All right, so these are the lists. Now, who goes first? Who gets first round pick here?
My name's up there. So I'm gonna go down the list.
I just
Here's how we go.
headbutted
So I'm gonna go.
Composers?
She just put composers up top. All you do is put an XX if it says no. If I think he's gonna be in the movie, just put a check if you think if yes. Okay. John Williams doing the score. I say no.
Okay.
I want him to be, but I don't think he's going to
What
be.
has he scored?
John Williams? All
I'm
the Star
sorry.
Wars movies.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Indiana
I was
Jones, Jaws. All right.
I was
Lincoln.
not born
All
when
right.
any of those movies came out.
That's a silly statement. You stop that
It's
right
true,
now. You
but
stop
it's a
that.
true
You
statement.
stop that.
Can I make a point right
Yes.
here? Are each one of us going to go through each of these names?
You do it quick, and what I'm going to say is, watch. You can do it quick. Let me go. All right, I can't see the choices. All right, Bear McCreary, no. Michael Giacchino, yes. Howard Shore, no. Jennifer Lawrence, no. Nate Parker, no. Katee Sackhoff, yes. Pee Wee Herman, no. Peter Dinklage, yes. Fassbender, yes. Jessica Chastain, yes. Lena Headey, no. Vigo, yes.
This is bullshit.
What?
You can say yes to every
No, I
one
can't.
of them.
I'm not
if
going
you
to,
want.
though. Carrie Russell, no. Chloe Moretz, no. Fanning, no. Dane DeHaan, yes. Ava Green, no. Jeremy Renner, no. Blunt, yes. Fillion, yes. Noel, no. Hardy, no. The rest, everyone else,
Wait,
no.
can we also talk about what are the rules of this game? Like,
wait.
whoever is,
Gets the most right.
But you can
But if
say
you
yes,
say
and then you
yes
get
to
everybody
all
right.
of them.
He means when the actual movie's cast and like
Yeah.
it's done. So
You're not
you're
gonna
gonna
get 'em all
You're gonna-
right.
what I'm saying, if
the
you say
idea
yes to
of this
every
game.
single
So you're gonna
I
hang it on
think
the
it's a
wall.
little ill-conceived, and I have a remedy. Okay,
You're
and
just
it's going to
say
take a
yes
little while.
to everything and then
no,
you
this
win.
is what you do. It's like a draft where if Christian takes John Williams and he says he's definitely doing the score, then none of us can take John Williams.
Okay.
And then I take Peter Dinklage.
That's gonna take 20 hours.
It's called fantasy
So
football.
if I say yes
Guys
to all
like
of them,
doing it.
no
It's a
one
mess.
else gets anybody.
No, but people come him
a
off
mess.
the board.
I think
if I draft Nathan Fillion,
we
you
gotta
can't
revisit
draft
this.
Nathan Fillion.
I think we got to revisit this.
It's
guys.
fantasy football.
No,
That's how
I
it
think
works.
it should be like if I said yes to everybody, then every time I get one
Yeah.
wrong, I lose a point.
But you also only get one pick at a time.
Yeah, this is
But
we
who's
got to
going
revisit
first? Are you
this.
going to pull a name out?
We got to
Or
revisit.
This
Gotta
is
be
why you
revisited.
don't invite girls to a Super Bowl party.
it-
Right here.
All right, Kenny, get over here.
Is it
So,
the young?
final-
does the youngest go
And
first?
let's just say there
Final
were
call,
supposed
Kenny.
to be rules
Kenny,
made.
stop it,
No
Kenny.
rules
Well,
I love that
look
Christian
at me.
has lost complete control.
Yeah, I know.
He normally takes
This is like the
control.
Lakers season right
It's
now.
chaotic because it's your last show. You don't care. You're gonna pee on the floor soon.
I just keep
I am going to pee in the corner like it's Mexico.
Exactly. So we have that. We have Josh the intern who doesn't tape shit. We got this guy. All right. So
yeah, I want to make
Who's
one
stalking
point.
me in 2
You
seconds?
knew this
That's
was
choosing
ill-conceived
pants.
from the start because we have Josh the intern being the model when we have two beautiful women right here instead.
you are no Vanna White. All right. So here, Kenny, where'd you go? All right. So what is the final answer?
As the official producer of the Schmoes Know podcast, we're going to take a week. We're gonna put this out in an email form.
You're gonna actually work.
Yeah. All right.
That's a strong word.
Is it going to be recorded and actually put on the website? Or?
Yeah. We'll put it on the website. We'll get all of our emails. We'll compile it into an answer.
What's
we'll have
Katie's
some
email
order.
again, just so I can?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the case.
I don't
All right,
know,
so,
but her phone number.
And that actually opens it up. That opens up to Schmoeville. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What are you getting upset about? You can't come up with all the rules now. We don't have enough time.
No.
What?
Okay, it's like bunting in dodgeball.
Yeah.
You could do it, but you look like a douche. So just say you think it's going to be yes or no, and let's make it a fun game.
That's what I said.
No,
Talk to Grandpa Grouchy Pants
you
over
take
here.
You
Just
take
'cause
a
you don't
week
want to eat sushi.
and you figure this out. I'm not eating sushi on account of this game.
right.
Here's what we do. We take a week, and the only thing I'd like to point out is that since this is our last official show with Katie, I think Katie should still be able to play.
Yeah.
Even if she's not going to
I'll
be here,
get
so
her-
she can do her
I'll get-
picks
yeah, I'll send it to
online,
her. All
or
right.
I'll come to her place and pick them
But
up.
this-
Whatever's easier.
What I like about this is that it actually
Stop being
but
such a creeper.
It gives. Listen,
I'm
it-
not Jeremy.
It gives
Only I'm allowed to go to
Schmoeville-
Katie's house.
It's true. It's very
Fucking
true.
A.
Okay,
Because
Sloth is hungry.
It's
I'm done.
non-threatening when it's her. When it's you, you're going to put your light in my dark place.
Christian, it's tough when somebody else
chaos
is running
right
the show. isn't it?
It's chaos.
Yeah, it's chaos.
See?
But the
Yeah.
fans love this shit.
This has been a fun
Not really.
segment, simply
Maybe.
because they get to watch us
Trying.
work on the fly. Christian, you had a point you wanted to make. Our special guest on the show this week,
Christian
Christian
had it.
Harlow.
Well, there's 2
Christian
points
had
I
a
want to
point.
make. The
Yeah.
first point is that we can have Schmoeville actually get incorporate more of their
them
ideas.
weigh in.
So all week on Facebook and on Twitter
Yep.
and on our YouTube page, they can give our suggestions. I want to hear. I want them to give all their suggestions. Say, hey, this is how I'd like to see the game played. Oh, this new poll.
Yeah, like the smart ones will say
Maybe-
fantasy football.
Maybe you guys could pick one person out of your followers and have them actually get to play in the
That'd
game.
be cool. But now comes
I
a
don't know
very
what that action was, but it was really inappropriate.
there's a sad, very sad
actually
moment.
pointing
Oh,
to
a sad
the-
moment.
There's a sad moment coming.
What's
to Schmoeville
happening?
right now.
Pointing to the.
We have to say goodbye to Katee
I'm not going
Sackhoff.
to. Oh, no.
Yeah, Katie's got to go.
I thought we had 2
but
hours.
but here's the thing though too. I
Only
want
an hour and
Mark.
45 minutes,
What I would
15
like you to do before we let Katie go.
Yeah.
Can you tell Katie
In
what
song form.
what you enjoyed about having her as a co-host?
I mean, I'm not much of a poet, okay? And I had some words prepared, but I think I'm just going to go from the heart here. Katie would put the light in the dark places of this podcast.
On
Sure.
a weekly basis.
She came on as a classless whore, but she left as a beautiful dragon, and now she's flying to another faraway land to spread light in those places.
The truth.
I'd love to have Katie here all the time, but we can't have Katie all the time because Katie goes. Okay, thanks for being on the show. We really appreciate
We
all
can't
the.
have Katie all the time because she is putting her light in other dark places.
Yeah.
No, she's letting light be put in her
Right.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, kids. See you later, Sackhoff.
Katie, honestly, as crazy as you are, we love you to death.
Bye, y'all.
We cannot wait for you to come back, and whether it be July, August, or maybe 2014. Thank you so much for being our co-host, and honestly, thank you for everything you've done for the show. We really appreciate it. Katee Sackhoff, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
And now Tiffany will take over your seat.
I'd like to thank the fans
Yeah.
and my empty beer. And now I'm going to pass off my seat that's nice and warm.
That's right.
A little wet.
Johnny, can we go to break now and then come back and have a longer
Sexy.
All right, we're going to say goodbye to
Pass of
Katie.
the baton.
And then we will be back, and we're going to do some more conversation, give away a T-shirt, and we're going to talk about some of the movies coming out this weekend. Schmoes Know Podcast, Mark Ellis, Tiffany Smith, and the farewell co-host, Katee Sackhoff.
Yeah, it's a little bit melancholy, it's a little bit sad here, but there's an air of hopefulness for the future. The leaving of Katee Sackhoff, the arrival, the official co-host of the Schmoes Know Movies podcast, Tiffany Smith, joining us. I am Mark Ellis, and now I turn things over to Ken Knapsack with a very special announcement.
Yeah, Christian's saying goodbye to Katie, and how do you feel, Tiffany? First of all, how do you feel?
I'm excited to be full-time co-host, but I have to say it was pretty awesome having another girl here.
Yeah, and you guys teamed up very, very well for trivia.
She's kind of badass.
And you're not feeling emotional about her leaving?
I was sitting here and I was actually.
Okay, I can lend you one of the intern's handkerchiefs if you want, but I probably wouldn't touch that thing. Kenny, we have something to sell here, and we got some very exciting news in Schmoeville because we got our very own T-shirts.
Well, we're launching a bunch of exclusive T-shirts through Schmoes Know. We're expanding the brand. We want you guys to put the shirts on and represent us all around. So right now on Teespring, if you go to our Schmoes Know podcast Facebook page, and also we'll put it out on the Schmoes Know regular Facebook page, go to the Schmoes Know podcast page. You can order the Schmoes Know 5 out of 5 tee. I'd give this shirt 5 out of 5 Schmoes. You can order it. It's exclusive. You have 12 days left to get it.
And you go to teespring.com. It's T-E-E, like you're teeing up for a great round of golf. Teespring.com.
And it's the first of many more shirts to come. Makuga.
Is there a Mark Ellis edition that is 3.785444 out of Shrive Schmoes T-shirt?
We haven't done the decimals yet, but that's a very accurate score.
It's true.
For how I feel about this podcast so far. It's good.
It's a good
and
one.
It's a little crazy.
And it's getting better because, listen, Tiffany, welcome. Welcome full time.
Thank you.
The baton has finally it's been passed.
Yeah, Christian says as he dries his eyes. It's not like Katie's ever coming back again, and I think she should be involved in the Star Wars game. But it's very nice to have Tiffany here.
Yeah, of course. And look, and we're not gonna lie, Schmoeville loves Tiffany.
So, Tiffany, what sci-fi series do you star in? Oh no, is that?
That's pretty great.
Oh,
Possibly 90210.
That's
if
right.
all
Yeah.
goes well according to today.
that's right.
Yeah.
If Tori Spelling's the lead, it is indeed a science fiction show.
Now,
Hey,
yeah.
I did put in my cards today on Twitter, which anybody who follows me saw. I was like, how can I get an audition to be Wonder Woman?
Well, you never know. Look,
I'd vote for you.
I would.
What was the song that we had playing right before this? That was from Get Carter. Or Payback, excuse me. Payback.
Get Carter? Is that even a movie?
Yes.
With
movie
the Stallone,
Twice. Don't try to call me out, you silly son of a bitch. But I'm talking Payback. Payback was the movie where Mel Gibson played Parker. Mm-hmm. There's a movie coming out this weekend
Called Parker.
And it is not good.
Which is shocking.
But here's the thing, and we're gonna actually, right now as we speak, I'm gonna make our review.
Oh, this is exciting. So you guys can be listening to the
our review of
podcast.
Parker.
You can watch our Parker review. Your head is going to explode from all the schmo goodness you're about to get. Here's why I was shocked about how bad Parker was. Is that it's not going to be an Oscar winner, but going into this, Jason Statham, for the last decade, has very quietly built himself as a reliable action star. The movies aren't fantastic, but they're really good action movies, and there's some cool action sequences. Jason Statham has that leading man charisma. He's enough of a good actor.
He has a really hot girlfriend.
In real life?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's her name?
Rosie, whatever, that chick from Transformers.
Rosie O'Donnell?
No, the chick that you believe is dating Shia LaBeouf, a.k.a. Christian's
in the third one?
Yeah,
in the
the
third
most
one.
recent. It's like Rosie something.
That's
or
a
other.
whole lot of Rosie. Yeah, that is nice. And maybe that's why that things are going well on screen. They're going well off screen. And it's just this one just let me down because it got so silly.
Yeah, it got silly. And we just put the review again. We'll put all the description and all that shit later on. But right now, you can go check out our thoughts on it. And it just again, it was the J-Lo part of it. And I'm not gonna just shit on J-Lo because hey, it's J-Lo.
Raise your hand if you're a fan of J-Lo. Then don't see this movie because it'll ruin your opinion of the young lady. I think she's hot. I think she's a good actress. She's just such a bad character.
But again, not her fault.
No, it's Cartoon Cat's fault.
It's absolutely the Cartoon Cat's fault. And there are other movies coming out this week. You got Schnitzel and Schnitzel coming out. The whatever that stupid thing is.
When we were
Hansel and
kids,
Gretel.
our parents were killed by
How
witches.
annoying is that? Like that ad is incredibly stupid.
Yeah, really.
How did this movie get made?
She's a racist, by the way, too. Or a bigot. She's a bigot. The Gretel.
Oh,
listen to the ad. Listen to the ad. She's like, some people say witches could be good. She's like, I say burn them all. You don't even give them a shot. It's like she just wants them out right away.
Then you know what? Maybe it's my grandpappy. I mean, if I see a girl flying around on a broomstick, I'm shooting her. All right, that's all there is to it.
I feel like it was.
You're from West
I
Virginia.
understand the pitch meeting where it's like, let's make like Once Upon a Time and just come out and all that stuff, and they're like, let's make a movie about badass Hansel and Gretel.
Yes, and I think that sounds awesome.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you see the preview and you're like,
Is this badass Abraham Lincoln thing's not working?
And-
It's not working.
well, okay.
But I don't know.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter the book is good. The movie,
We're not talking about books, though. We're
Okay.
talking about movies. here.
let me-
And
that's
that-
because you
yeah.
guys don't read, right?
That's not true. I
I read a ton.
Yeah.
Hold on. This
Whenever
is what I
I'm
want
in the bathroom.
This is what I want to know.
What?
Is how in the world did Jeremy Renner get convinced or tricked or roofied into doing this movie?
I have a theory. It's because he
signed a whole
is
bunch
what
of
you
shit.
call an actor. And when actors get famous, like, I'm only going to do the right roles, I'm only going to do this and this and that, and then you get something comes along your way, they back up a truck of money, and you're like, yeah I'll do the Hansel and Gretel movie.
Well, also they're
it's
like
a natural thing.
Yeah.
I feel like all of his handles are like, you better be glad you did the Avengers because
Mm-hmm.
after this movie, no one's gonna cast.
And
you.
when
He still has credibility though, because this movie is going to be bad. But you just every I think studios do this too. They just kind of flush anything that happened in January down the toilet with those movies.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like Jessica Chastain and Mama. Like
She was in Mama?
She was good in
She had
Mama.
the wig on and everything.
Did you see Mama, Tiffany Smith?
Jeremy Renner. Like,
Did you
I
see?
heard
oh,
really terrible reviews that
I heard
made
some bad
me
things,
feel like I'm not wasting my money on this
but
movie.
you and Christian both get a little skittish
horror film?
around horror films.
That's silly talk because I actually wanted to see that because Guillermo del Toro was producing it. But I'll tell you what, that just because he's producing it as much as I loved Orphan, really
Yeah.
loved the movie, he also produced that piss bomb that what the hell
Lo
was this?
Fornito, not Orphan.
What?
Lo Orfanito, not Orphan was the one where Esther.
You're right.
has
You're
a-
right. The orphanage.
yeah.
The orphanage.
Yeah. Esther had that Webster thing.
Yeah. No. And that other thing. What was that latest one? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. That thing was awful.
Oh, yeah,
Katie
yeah.
Holmes. Holy
yeah,
shit
yeah.
balls.
That one was not good. But if you don't believe a review by Mark Ellis and Eliza Schlesinger that the movie's good, I don't know what you're going to believe. I mean, it's a fun horror movie if you like those kind of things. So
yeah, I think that if you if you love these types of movies and you might like it, but again, you have that movie that came out. You had The Last Stand, which is I mean, holy shit. Can we talk? We haven't talked about that. Can we talk about how bad? I want to bring up the reason I bring this up because you and I have had this discussion about why the Arnold movie ate so much shit.
Yeah,
you had some great points about it that I definitely want you to tell Schmoeville
I make
about.
a lot of great points. We can't get them all into a 2-hour podcast.
But now the main thing, again, like I think maybe The Maid had something to do with it, but I also think that at the time that it came out, it could have been hurt. It could have hurt.
I think it's a broader thing, and I want to throw this one to Tiffany Smith. When you hear that Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be the star of a movie, not like The Expendables, where it's a bunch of former action heroes that used to make a lot of money in individual movies all coming together, this is just an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Do you get excited? Does that move your needle at all? Or are you like, why are they even doing this to us?
I have a really hard time separating someone's personal life from the actor.
So it's the maid thing.
So
Some people
if
feel
I
that way.
am uncomfortable or grossed out by the person, it's hard for me to see a movie where they're the lead character.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
can
like,
do the
even when-
podcast with us? Wow.
I know, it's true.
Intestinal
What you
fortitude.
guys don't see about these two guys is that they're awesome and sweet and they're
Thank you.
so nice.
Thank you.
Go on.
Very nice.
That's all you get
Okay.
for the rest of your life. That was my nice
So you
moment.
tell me if I fucked the maid, you wouldn't like me as much.
Arnold, please.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Or if you talked like that.
I apologize.
So it's like in something like The Expendables, even where you see him and they just keep going on the same joke. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like he brings anything new to it. So I'm not expecting it to be this new film where you're like, oh my gosh, Arnold's going to do something totally different.
Here's the
No.
thing, though. The thing that we had the conversation about was like, Stallone, when Stallone came back, and everyone was like, oh, Stallone's going to come back. He came back with Rocky VI,
Yeah.
and he came back with Rambo. Two franchises that we knew. So, I'd like to see those characters again. The trailers, by the way, looked horrendous.
Of The Last Stand?
Oh, looked so
Yeah.
bad. And the movie was not as bad as those trailers.
No, it was
this
a-
trailer-
Stallone also never tried to be governor.
It was a fun.
yeah, I know.
Stallone didn't run a
That
state into the
separates
ground.
them
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, maybe that's what. If you look at The Last Stand, it takes place in some small New Mexico town. That's the commentary. Is that Arnold ran California so far into the ground that his character had to relocate to New Mexico to be a sheriff. That is not good. Thanks for laughing at that one, Johnny Ice. That's
Wait,
why you're
is
the
it-
engineer.
Is it Johnny Knoxville that's in it with him?
Johnny Knoxville. A lot of people hated Johnny Knoxville, and I didn't mind it
I
as much.
mean,
I want to
do
take.
you get Johnny Knoxville on?
I know it's. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right that I can understand. I understand why it bombed. I just don't understand. I don't know.
I can't imagine it bombing that much.
I know.
though.
Hey,
That
you're in
was shocking.
Schmoeville. Who do we got?
This is Patrick Hogue.
Hey, Patrick. What's up, man? So, what do you got?
Before my question, I just wanted to say if that Ripped Apparel trivia question, I'm willing to claim that.
Which one was it?
Oh, really?
Oh, you saying okay? I haven't. Well, I haven't asked it yet.
Christian's like, what did I do?
I know.
What did I ask?
I actually have the question, and it's actually about Josh the intern.
What a cocky MF Patrick is. I like your hunchback.
You know
kid.
what? Patrick started the so everyone out there, just in case Patrick gets it wrong, here's the question.
Josh the intern is as nervous as anybody.
This is the for a free Ripped Apparel T-shirt.
Okay.
Who was the guest for Josh the intern's very first show, and who was the female co-host at the time?
Ooh, that's a good
for his
two-parter.
very first show. You have
Okay.
You have 10 seconds.
Can I give him a hint if he doesn't get it?
What?
I had
no,
to
you
set
can't
a
give him
loose
a
hint.
no. We gotta have
Other people
and then you're gonna call in. The calls will be for this Ripped Apparel shirt, so don't call in yet.
Patrick, you have 5 seconds. You cannot phone a friend.
Okay. All right. For the co-host, I'll say Catherine Reitman.
Okay.
For the guest, I have no idea.
Okay, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
All right,
I have no idea. Will not return our calls.
I gotta hang up on you, Patrick. Thank you for the call, brother.
Yep.
All right. Let's take another call from Schmoeville. All right, hey, you're in Schmoeville for a free Ripped Apparel T-shirt. Can you get the guest of Josh the intern's first show and the female co-host?
No.
Okay. Well, I gotta let you go. All right. So I'm hanging up on people if you can't get it. It's just this is the contest part. Patrick Hogue started it.
Let them get their name out there.
Well, no, I got to do this quick. We don't have much time. Hey, you're in Schmoeville, so we're doing the trivia question here.
Yeah, what's your name? Then what's the answer?
Fine.
I'm Max, and I'm going to say Katee Sackhoff and Roddy Piper.
That is incorrect.
I like the guess, though.
Yeah, it's a good guess. Okay. All right. Your name and your guess for the free Ripped Apparel T-shirt. Who do you got? Again, 323-622-8623. Who do we got?
You got Matt Brown again.
Okay. And your answer's Matt.
Is it Craig Brewer and Katee Sackhoff?
That is incorrect. Wow, this is a tough one. This is a very tough one.
I
So
want to guess if nobody else gets it.
I'm going to give some people. Here we go, Johnny. You ready? All right. So hey, you're in Schmoeville. Oh, someone hung up. All right. So
They got intimidated by
they got
quizzes like I do.
Hey,
They're like,
you're in Schmoeville. Your name and your answers.
Andrew Thomas, Katee Sackhoff, and Catherine Reitman.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
wow. This is tough. This is tough. All right. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Keep the music going, Johnny. I'm just going to keep going. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Robert.
And your answers.
I have no clue.
All right. All right.
Thank you for your
I'm
honesty.
going to take 5 more calls.
Okay,
See if
5
somebody
more
gets
calls.
5 more. All right. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. What is your name and your answers?
Michael. I'm guessing Catherine Reitman and Jeremy John.
You're incorrect. All right. That's 4. Here is number.
These guys are reaching back into the annals
this is
of
number
time.
4. This is number 4. Hey, you are in Schmoeville. Your name and your answers.
Hey, this is Sean. Female co-host. I'm going with Katie. Guest. I'm going with.
If you're watching the video, you'll get
Jeremy
hints.
John.
No. It was. It was. I know. All right.
People say stuff and Christian's like,
I know. Hey, you're in Schmoeville.
Christian's
Your
waiting for
name-
the
this
other
is number
wrong
3.
shoe to drop.
I'm waiting.
Hey, I'm Chris, Catherine Reitman, and Craig Brewer.
No. Wow. All right. 2. Wow. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
You
For the
they
free
got
Eddie Money tickets.
Got 2 left. The Ripped Apparel free T-shirt. They got some good ones coming out too. All right. Hey, you are in Schmoeville. Your name, your number.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's Josh Calvert from Rochester, Minnesota. I'm going to say Catherine Reitman and Roddy Piper.
No. This is it. Just 2 left.
Last
This
last
is the last
person,
one?
and then I get to guess.
Okay, here we go. All right, this is the last person in Schmoeville for the free Ripped Apparel T-shirt. All right. Hey, you are in Schmoeville for the final answer.
I am so excited
Your
to be
name
on the show.
At the buzzer.
Tiffany Smith and Matthew Mercer.
Oh, close. So close.
All right.
no.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, sorry. This is a Matt. What do you got?
I believe that I was working at the lovely Kansas City Improv
were.
when Miss Tiffany Smith and Oliver Stone's kid.
That's what you just said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just said
that wasn't right?
No, that's wrong. The answer.
Who wants to be a schmo?
Josh, the intern, can answer this question.
I'm glad I left such a stamp on the show. It was David Gambino and Tiffany Smith.
I tried to give you a hint that last time. I was like, I'm so happy to be here.
I think that was a week after Kansas City, or 2 weeks afterwards.
It was, yeah.
Okay, there you go. So
hey, wait, because Josh was such a he was a good sport, and you played along. Go get me another beer. Thank you very much, Josh.
I was gonna say, you already gets a free Ripped Apparel T-shirt. So again, so we'll have to do Ripped Apparel next. Oh, you know, we have coming up very soon as well. We're gonna do fan mail. We have to do fan mail. Before.
Oh yeah, fan mail.
Yeah, so the way fan mail is going to work is this show. This is again a very shoot the shit episode. We knew we had Katie in, Tiffany was coming in. Next week is going to be.
Do we have to work?
We do have to work. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff, but we're going to talk about some of the movie stories, stuff that's going to happen there. Then we're going to have Josh McCougar will be here. We're going to talk Super Bowl. You're not going to be here. Oh, you're going. Okay, right. No, you know what? Andrew Freed, our buddy Andrew Freed's coming in. And then coming in for the second half for Super Bowl movies is our comedian buddy Tom Connolly.
Tom Connolly, the Super Bowl will be played the Sunday following that. And that will be very... Josh, why aren't you going to be here? Because he has a show called Between the Sheets at the IO West Theater in Hollywood, California, Thursday night. So,
before we get to fan mail, we're talking about Josh McCougar.
Yeah, very good buddy.
Now, this is some news that you guys may or may not know in Schmoeville. Mark Ellis, Josh McCougar, and the very funny Justine Marino also have a show that just came back to Toad Hop called Three's Too Much.
Woo!
It's a great show. You get to hear a lot of just a lot of real stuff. They talk, and I enjoy it. Listen, when I was at work, I would listen to it all the time. So it's a lot of fun. I bother you guys and call in.
Christian enjoys it. It puts his daughter to sleep. It's a perfect show. It's Tuesdays from 3 to 4 p.m.
We have a clip.
Oh,
we have a clip. Johnny is going to play a clip.
Oh,
here we go.
I'll never see. There's a sparkle and a friendliness in an openness in your eyes. It was just ridiculous.
I really want you to find this one because
I'll find it. I'll bring it in next week.
I think that this guy thinks that he's Walt Whitman of Misconnections.
No, it's like so poetic. It's like I'm drawn to you like the snail to the sun, or so, it was so like almost.
Snails get drawn to sun.
It's best to not reference mollusks.
Yeah, I mean
when you're writing love poetry.
Snails were referenced. I'll find it. I'll have my friend who found it and emailed it to me.
I think of hot girls, I automatically think of snails.
Yeah,
sure.
When I'm thinking about making love, there's nothing sexier than a slimy creature in a shell.
Yeah. So Mark, what does this girl look like that you hooked up on Sunday?
She's a slimy creature in a shell.
She's a snail.
Yeah.
She's
she
slimy.
has 4 brothers: Raphael, Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo. Justine, you should definitely bring that Misconnection. She can't do it soon because we have to wait for the trial to be over. It's evidence.
It's creepy.
And that's Three's Too Much. It's a lot of fun. They got a good chemistry, and it's definitely, you guys should check it out. So it's on Wednesdays,
Tuesdays from 3 to 4 p.m. If you want to, and you can watch last week's show too, where we all regaled what happened our weekends. I got into a little bit of trouble this weekend.
Listen to that story. So that's a fun one to listen to.
With a young lady.
That's true. So you should check that out for sure. If everybody, exactly. Joey Gonzalez.
I did illegal stuff this weekend.
At Joey Beans 81, who listens to the show, wrote, Mark got some yanking last week. If you know Three's Too Much, you know what that means. Okay.
I don't know what it means.
Now, Tiffany, this is how we're going to do this. For fan mail, Johnny, you got our fan mail song ready to go?
Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Here's how this is going to work.
Kenny looks like the guy he looks like the producer behind the stage. Now, you girls get out there and shake your ass, see?
Now Kenny's going to have the fan mail.
I do.
Now, Tiffany is going to ask us the questions.
Okay.
The same way Katie did for the Q&A.
Okay.
Now, Tiffany, you get to pick 3 questions.
Okay.
And from the fans, make sure that you mention their names and everything too. And
with every question you ask, you have to answer a Lord of the Rings trivia question.
So, and then
I don't want to read the questions then.
And look, there might be a question for you. There might be a question for the intern, Mark Riley, Josh McCougar.
Yeah, they can ask questions. It's an open forum. Anybody. I mean, you're not going to find anybody more interesting than me or Christian, but you can ask things about anybody in the room.
Yeah, and anyone you want. Again, it's schmoesnopodcast@gmail.com, and we'll be doing this quite often from now on. And so here we go.
That inbox is flooded.
Is it?
Good
it
way.
really
Okay,
is.
good.
And guys,
nice
you don't have to write novels.
Well, it's going to be harder for them to get them through. But I mean, look. So you pick. Tiffany's going to be the mail master. So she's going to pick your questions. She'll read them, and then we'll answer them. All right. Johnny left, so no music.
Yeah.
All right.
The first question that we've got is from Devon 2012.
Yes. We don't know what questions are
His
coming.
name is Michael. His quick question for us is, out of all the video games, I can't read, guys.
Come on.
Out of all the video game movies, which ones did you like the most? Which ones did you hate the most? And if you liked a game and they destroyed it on the silver screen, which one hurt you the most?
Can I answer what you like the best? Because I know this.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
It's
got to be the best one. It's got to be the
Mortal
best one.
Kombat's it's such a fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
It really is. And it holds up because I saw it not. It's embarrassing to say how recently I saw Mortal Kombat, but it's a good movie. Annihilation, the sequel, that's on the worst list.
Oh, the worst is also any Resident Evil movie or Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
The first one was whatever.
Can I say the one that broke my heart the most?
Yeah.
Is
Hitman.
I think that you have to go from how much enjoyment you got out of playing the game to how bad the movie was, and that's obviously the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, yeah.
Is that video
Yeah,
game
yeah,
is
yeah,
such
yeah.
a great game. Some comedians even named their albums after it.
It was
and
so bad.
The movie is just so terrible.
It was so bad that the what's the company that does it?
Nintendo?
No, but who was it by? Cap. Yeah, they will no longer license Mario and Luigi to do anything because the movie was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to get him in Wreck-It Ralph. So all right, so that's that question.
So,
okay.
well, do I get to answer?
Of course.
Yes, you
What's
do.
up with that, yo?
Of course.
That's just Christian Hartloff and his New York charm.
Yes.
Just ignoring me.
Yeah.
I would say this is going to be a crazy one, but I really, two of them, enjoyed Prince of Persia. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
better than I
A lot
thought.
of people hate it. I didn't hate it that much. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also really enjoyed the Tomb Raider movies.
I enjoyed it probably for different reasons than you did. But
The fail one, what was Kristen Crook in?
Oh God.
Like something Lee. It was like Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter. Every Street Fighter movie that's been made has been terrible. Even with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That was a heartbreaker,
and I loved
too.
her from
Yeah.
Smallville. Like,
Right.
really disappointed.
Okay, all right.
Those are mine.
What do we got next?
Next, we have got a question from Aaron Bilbrey.
Okay.
Hey guys, my name's Aaron Bilbrey. Say, Christian, why don't you ever see a horror movie with Mike? Not
Mike. Does it say Mike?
No.
Oh, damn
This
it.
is me not being able to.
Okay.
Why don't you
My
ever
whole
see a
world
horror
flashed
movie
before.
with Mark? Not too afraid, are you?
So silly. First of all, because listen,
Good question.
No, it's not a good
It's
question.
a good question.
No, we're gonna call this out because let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
For the last
Let's call
review,
a fraidy cat.
I wanted to see Mama.
You did.
And I said it very much so that I was looking forward to it. And we had a screening of that and that shitbox Broken City at
Yeah.
the same time. I went to see that. You went to see Mama. A lot of the times of these movies when they come out, it's scheduling wise.
Yeah.
Like,
The only time I ever saw Christian Harlow have a breakdown over a horror movie was when we were driving home from seeing The Possession, and we had to go way out in the boonies to go see. We're driving back, and the movie just wasn't good. And Christian had a breakdown. He's like, "Look, Ellis, you know that movie didn't scare me." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "I can't sit through these pieces of shit
That's what it
anymore."
is.
And I'm like, "I know. I'm sorry, but I have a little bit of fun with it."
I understand, but that's
Makes
the
me
thing.
giggle.
That's
you
the
just
thing.
don't
The
want to
question-
hold hands during the movie,
That's
which
true,
is
too.
what Christian
Anymore.
needs during
And
horror
I
films.
see all these things, and I get
Yeah.
scared, man. It's fun to get scared.
Do they scare you anymore? They're just so.
Mama had a couple
They
jokes.
cost. It's such a cash grab. It costs 35 cents to make these stupid
Mm-hmm.
things. They all make their money back, and they don't give you quality. There's only been a few of them that have been quality and good.
You're right. It's not like action movies where everyone's great, like Parker.
Good point.
Thank you.
All right, so
On to our third question.
hurry up.
We
Good.
good?
Yeah.
Okay, this is from Matt or V1. That's his name.
Sexy.
That's what it says. Who would win a knockdown, drag out, no holds barred tickle fight? Tiffany Smith or Katee Sackhoff?
I think.
Oh man! What
This is a tickle fight and not like.
What if
Wait a
Sackhoff
minute,
came
wait a
barreling
minute.
back through the door, ready to
wait.
go?
At this point, if she tickled me, I'd probably pee my pants. I
Makuga
had too
goes-
much beer.
When you said that, Makuga goes, "What a weird question." And then meanwhile, it's going, "I like that."
Not the worst cage match you ever dreamed of, is
He's
it?
writing the screenplay in his mind. All right.
It's called Tickle Fight. Directed by Michael Mann. We're going to do a little film.
Or Michael Bay.
Michael Mann.
No, Michael Bay be slow motion. Be a lot better.
Michael Mann does that handheld stuff. You can't tell what's
A
going
lot
on.
of explosions, Makuga, right in your pants. All right, here we go. So we got. I think in that fight, I gotta think. It depends on how much drinking is happening. I just think you wouldn't be holding it. I think Katie would beat you.
No, honestly, I think Katie wins the early rounds, and then I think Katie starts making herself laugh, and that's when, because again, Tiffany Smith, she's competitive, but it doesn't come out until the second or third round, and that's
tough.
when we see the lioness.
Schmoeville, who would win? Tweet us in. Would Katee Sackhoff win or would Tiffany win?
I'm just
All
going to
right,
say, I am pretty scrappy.
All right, we're not talking about fights, we're talking about tickling.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Dude,
do.
tickling's all about being scrappy.
Fine. All right, let's do.
I tickle kids all the time.
Let us do two more questions.
Our next question is from Nick Cassetto, and
Okay.
he says, where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Still reviewing on YouTube? Just asking, because I can imagine seeing a movie nowadays without hearing your opinions first.
That's very nice.
Where do we see ourselves in the next 5 to 10 years? Can we strict questions for the record that are like job interviews? 'Cause
The question, the fact that like Mark and I have been doing this now together for almost 6 years, and the fact that you would ask me, I've been doing this for 6 years with this character in the first place. I mean, listen, Mark and I have been talking about this too. One of our main goals, we would love, like the podcast, we love doing it with everybody here too, and like and everybody listening, and that's why we always ask you guys to share it and stuff like too, because we love doing this, love talking movies with you guys. So eventually, I'd love to have this show, the podcast, being something that is maybe daily. Who knows?
Yeah,
I mean,
that was a great answer. I was going to say I'd like to live in a better apartment. Either one works. Tiffany, where are you going to be in 5 to 10 years?
I would like to buy a motorcycle, so hopefully we'll start getting some mad cash for this show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree.
Wow, all right. Next time Katie's on the show.
Yeah, well,
You buy a motorcycle, I'll break it. You buy another one, I'll break it too. Those things are for idiots.
Whoa, wild man! Look at you with the eyes. Wow.
Someone cut off Makuga again.
Yeah. I think Finstock just took over Makuga's body.
Seriously, I don't know what happened there.
They are dangerous, Tiffany. Just be careful.
They are dangerous, guys.
Way too dangerous.
I have a fantastic answer from the tickle question.
Okay.
At Green Arc Reviews, our buddy Noah, the answer to who he thinks would win, the audience would win. It's fantastic.
That was the best
That was a
answer
good
we've
answer.
got.
Okay, all right. So
It's
let
true.
us get one more fan mail, and then I want to take what's that?
I'm going to ask the one bonus question here. Can I ask
I'm
one?
very. Should I be scared with what's coming in
this
here?
is my. I was scrolling through these, and I think this one has to be
I'm scared
answered.
because he won't let me
Dude,
see
listen
it.
to the tone in Knapsack's voice. It's almost Baldwin-esque.
Yeah.
Is it a personal question?
No. I've learned that from you to not do that.
Let me ask you this bonus question.
I am not dating anyone in this room.
This one is from Spencer Maleko Day, and if you rearrange that, I'm pretty sure it says Jeremy Johns. This one is for Tiffany Smith. If I pay for dinner in a movie, would she go to Silver Linings Playbook with me?
Is this really Jeremy Johns?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can I see a photo? Because I'm incredibly superficial.
Yes, as you should be.
Yeah. All right.
That was our first creeper question, and I just
He didn't
wanted to
say
share.
where he's taking. Like if it's me, I'm a romantic guy. I take a young lady to the Olive Garden, then I swipe a movie pass for both of us.
Then
If
Van
that's
Nuys.
the date night plan,
Yeah.
endless breadsticks and salad, I'm in.
There you go.
Ellis. Don't worry about
how you do
sushi
it.
anymore. All right. So let's take it. So is that
You do one more? You can do one more.
All right, one more real question.
But
All right,
Tiffany
let
can read
Tiffany
it.
do
His
it. This is our
questions
last
at the
question
end,
for fan mail. I like this fan mail sections. It's kind of cool. It's like Q&A.
It's fun, yeah.
So we'll do some more of those.
You know what I like about it?
What?
Less work for us.
It's true. Well, it's also because Schmoeville's got some really good questions and stuff too. So again, it's schmoesnopodcast@gmail.com. Kenny's doing all the work, so send as many as you want in. I don't care. I'm not
Have
gonna
some
look at it.
self-efficacy. Your
Yeah.
voice can be heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big word.
So, and again, make sure that you, Mark Riley, by the way, is doing a lot of good work at Riley Around, at Josh McCouga, at Schmo's Intern, at Shoesy Pants. That's right. And Johnny Icebox.
All
Follow
right.
him. All right.
We've got another question. I don't know what just happened there.
Johnny Ice. All
Wait,
right.
what a whore. Johnny's wearing a shirt that says Johnny.
But he's not on camera, though. But he's not on camera.
Man.
He's not
He
on
just
camera.
wants to make sure that none of us forget.
Let's get, you know what?
Yeah.
Drunk.
How
Can you
about
take a
that
picture,
one,
Johnny?
Ice?
We all paid
We'll put
attention to
that-
him. He got really flustered
Yeah.
and was
You
like,
know who I
I'm
am."
just pressing all the buttons.
Yeah, we're gonna take a picture of Johnny Ice and put that up on Facebook later too. So okay, so here's the
Final
last question. Here we go.
Last question for tonight is from Joe Viola. Just wondering, how did you two meet? How did you get started with Schmoes Know?
Oh, that old racket. It was at a highlight club.
Well, I mean, I think this one we've answered a couple times, but the highlighted version of it is that I had a barbecue at my place. I was doing stand up at the time quite often, and then a friend of mine had introduced me to Mark. And
New young comic on the
That's right.
scene with hopes and dreams and bleached blonde hair.
That's terrible, and a chunky Ellis at the time.
Fat
too.
Ellis with
Fat
blonde
Ellis.
hair.
So I got Fat Ellis up a couple of comedy clubs. We just hung out a couple times, and then in my pilot, the Grasping at Straws, which you can find on Schmo Plus. Mark had a role in that. Sean Maroney!
Thank you.
And we just started kind of hanging out. My buddy had asked this girl who was a producer over at Current TV, asked if we wanted to do some reviews, and then Mark and I started doing reviews on Current TV. If you want to find those old reviews, you got to Google and type
it's like
the Harloff and Ellis show is what it was called.
It's like when your parents have all the relatives over and they're like, let's look at home movies.
That's totally what I'm doing tonight before I go to sleep.
Tiffany's got
Nightmare Central.
Wow. Okay, hey, Marcus Aurelius, this is for you.
Yes, sir.
And then
just tell me when to go.
I will tell you in a second here because I want to take a phone call. Johnny Ice, can we do 9:58? That's cool. Okay. All right. So I want to take a few more calls from Schmoeville because they've been really good today as far as their calls and their tweets and everything. It's been awesome. So let's say a few more calls from Schmoeville. Any topics. Again, it's a shoot the shit day in Schmoeville. Who do we got? What do you want to talk about?
This is Max, and I was wondering, are you guys going to be reviewing movie 43?
Yes.
Great question.
We are gonna. They weren't screening it for the press, which is always a bad sign. So
When they screen it like 2 days before it actually comes
they
out.
They didn't screen it. They didn't even screen it. So we're gonna go see it tomorrow, and the review should be up probably tomorrow afternoon.
It will be there for your Friday, so you can watch that as you're pre-gaming for the weekend.
And by the way, this is something I didn't. Thanks for your call, dude, Max. So one of the things I didn't tell everybody here, and Schmoeville should know, the Motion Picture Association of America has officially certified Mark and I were actually recognized as critics.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, they approved us as actual critics.
The MPAA, that's right, everybody.
We're the first YouTube critics associated. Like, actually, that's pretty insane. I could have never thought that was going to happen. So, anyway, let's take another call from Schmoeville. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Hi, it's Chris again.
Hey, Chris.
And I
what's up?
really just wanted to ask, what are both of your favorite horror movies of all time?
I'll let Christian answer for me.
Yeah, I know Mark's is The Exorcist. Shit, man, you know Rosemary's Baby. I think for me, it always creeps me out. Like the end, it's such.
How are you going to do that to me? How are you?
What?
That's like Price is Writing me. I
What?
said $10,000, which is The Exorcist. Then you said $1 because that's the one. It's a possession movie, but it ain't The Exorcist, guy.
No, I didn't.
Come on.
I didn't tell you that it was better or worse.
I know, but it's
Right.
still.
You
It's
know what?
like,
I'll give you The Shining. How about that? The Shining's another
there
one.
you
too.
go.
All right.
Tiffany, what's your favorite horror movie of all? I know you don't like them.
Thanks for the call, dude.
I know you
The
don't like
most
them.
terrifying for me was The Exorcist.
Yeah, there it is for sure.
For sure.
There you go. Well, good. I know what movie we're not watching after the Olive Garden.
Yeah. All right, let's take another call from Schmoeville.
Movie still
Hey,
are,
you're in
and I'll hold
Schmoeville.
your
Who do we got?
You'll need to.
Hey, this is Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, what's up?
Oh, I was just calling. I heard about J.J. Abrams directing the new Star Wars.
Yes, sir.
And
What?
the first thing I thought of was that is Josh Whedon going to direct Justice League?
You know, it's rumored shit. No,
That's funny. No, I like the
What is that?
because is Joss Whedon going to do the Justice League because he did the Avengers
Yeah.
and it's like a
It's
crossover
like-
thing.
Yeah.
That's a really funny stand-up take that I can't use now. Fuck.
Thanks for the call, dude. All right, let's take another.
Yeah, it's funny.
I feel
It's
like
good.
Whedon's probably like, yes, they let him do it. Now maybe I can.
No, I hope not. All right, I want to take another call from Schmoeville, and then we'll have a couple more things that Mark has to talk about. So, hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
This is Patrick Hogue.
Hey, Patrick Hogue. I recognize the voice. So what's up, man? What do you got before we get out of here?
First off, I want to congratulate you on being recognized as critics.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. Yep. And I wanted to ask your opinions about the two Steve Jobs movies, the one with Ashton Kutcher and the one being written by Aaron Sorkin.
Great question. I'm going to go ahead and guess which one's going to be the better one. Thank you, Patrick.
So there's one with Ashton Kutcher and there's another one that Aaron Sorkin's writing.
Yeah, and that's going to be the one that's going to get nominated for Oscars, and the Ashton Kutcher one's going to come out, and everyone's going to go.
Okay. You heard him here first. There you go.
I get the politics. All right, let's go. Hey,
Not politics, I'm just saying.
hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Hey, this is Trey from Vegas.
Hey, man, what's up? What's going on? How's Vegas right now?
It's going. It actually rained today, surprisingly.
All right, yeah, it rained over here too. So what's?
Did you make it rain with ones? Come on, man. You know Vegas.
I just want you guys to know there was some awkward pelvic thrusting going on across the table.
Vegas, baby, Vegas. All right, man. Sorry about that. We're a little
Too many
loopy right now.
brains in one
What
room.
do you got, my
You're
man?
fine. You're fine.
What do you got?
Happening tonight.
Let the man speak.
Oh, I completely forgot what I was going to ask now. Crap. Well, what do you think about the Guardians of the Galaxy? That's going way back, but already I was thinking it's just a very odd movie thought already, and
Yeah.
the thing of putting him in like Adam Sandler, like it sounds like Jonah Hex or something like
Yeah,
it's
well,
going to bomb horribly.
But that's the point we made. We made it earlier, a little earlier today. And thank you for the call, dude. Really appreciate it. Yeah, finish that last shot and go find some naked chicks. I think that.
I got a point while you collect your thoughts. Is that look, Marvel has not screwed up a lot recently.
Yeah,
all right, they had all these individual movies to make. Then they had the big movie, The Avengers, and they just crushed that out of the stadium. So I think you give Marvel a pass here. It's not like it's Image Comics making a movie. It's Marvel.
I'm not shitting on it yet because we got to find out the tone. It's scared. It's not Adam Sandler's movie. When Adam Sandler's in charge of the movie, I'm scared. Because they're not good movies. When he's in other people's movies, he's usually good.
But my worry is when you look at what Adam Sandler has done recently, that the casting people are like, Adam Sandler would be great for this. That's scary.
Yeah.
I believe in the power of redemption.
And speaking of redemption.
And I believe in the power of the Toad Hop Store, everybody. The Toad Hop Store has now officially launched. You can go to ToadHopNetwork.com, click on the store button. Yes, I am reading copy at this point. You can get a couple cool t-shirts and get some hats. If you purchase any item, please, for the love of God or Allah, give our show credit for sending you there, and you just enter the code SCHMOES. That's all you do, and then we get a little bit of a kickback. That's just a start. Make sure you check back, as they'll be selling other items in the store soon. Hopefully a beer koozie.
And right before we leave...
A beer what?
Koozie. It keeps your...
Candy's got something to say real quick
Hey,
before
do not forget to check out schmoesknow.com. Schmoesknow.com. The writing base is expanded. We get Josh McCouga's great moments of nudity.
Every
we got
Friday.
Riley around Joe Wright's words.
Miss Movies.
Miss Movies has joined the team. Justine Marino's joined the team. We've got a lot of people. My power ranking's out tomorrow morning as soon as I'm done at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. If you check out the website, especially if you're fans of the podcast, you will recognize a lot of your favorite characters. Like, again, McCouga and Shoesy Pants. If we can ever get Josh the intern to write the damn news thing, we'll get that. But again, very cool podcast tonight. Very happy to have Katee Sackhoff in here. Very happy we're finally, you and I have done like 3 or 4 back-to-back. That's been rare.
And we'll be back next week. We're going to miss Katee, but we love having Tiffany here permanently.
Yes.
I am Mark Ellis.
And Tiffany Smith.
I am Tiffany Smith.
Ken Knapsack, Shoesy Pants, Josh the intern, Mark Riley, the Wild Man, Josh McCouga. I'm Christian Harloff. This is Schmoes No Podcast. You're Schmoeville, and you guys are awesome. See you later, Mother Fs.
Woo!